Auto. My headset audio's good. This.
What are you doing here?
I am a little late. It's Great Monster's fault.
Wait, why is Great Monster called?
He is back at my place.
What?
He's back at my place for a bit.
That's weird.
No, normally he's around. Let's see. My bitrate looks good. This looks good. No, I do not want to add more ads to my stream. Thank you very much.
I have not seen my stream look this good in a minute.
Oh, have the changes been working for you?
It is working way too well.
That's good, man. I'm glad we were able to fix the problem.
I haven't played any like games yet, but just by now, like it normally would crash and act funny. So the act is working right now.
Oh, I should probably open up my camera, huh? That would be important. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Elgato scene. There we go. Okay. Everything should be good. All right, I'm going to peep your stream, bro. I'm going to look at your stream. I'm a weirdo. I'm going to creep on your stream. Ba 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 ba. All right, let's see. Let's set it to max quality, 1080p, baby. It looks like you're streaming in 1080p. It looks like it's running smoothly. Seems like everything has lined up correctly for your stream. Hell yeah. All right, that's awesome. I'm happy that everything looks like it's going according to plan. Boy, man, what do you think of the rocket changes and the nerf to the Night Stalker and Hunter?
Can I be honest with you? When you said that message, I was like, what is this? What is this guy talking about? And I saw Rockets like, they did not do what I think they just did. And then I read more. I was like, oh, they did what I thought you just mentioned. Okay, well, this is fun.
You didn't believe me, did you? You were like, no way they would nerf the Night Stalker. No way, right?
I mean, they nerfed it, but it's not like a giant nerf.
Well, they're adjusting both Rockets and the Night Stalker's accuracy, which is kind of huge.
I don't, but they're not doing anything like crazy though.
I honestly, I appreciate it because now it's going to be harder for them to absolutely blast you in every sense of the word. Because you got to think now, rockets also now have gravity, so it's going to be harder to aim.
They have gravity?
That's part of the nerf because they adjusted how rockets work.
But does this mean... Wait, but the regular bullets don't have gravity.
Rounds follow gravity. Yeah, they do.
Not really. I mean,
that's why you have to fire in an arc. What are you talking about?
True.
Rockets was initially, it just goes exactly where you're aiming in a straight line.
But the arc doesn't really mean anything because you're not really adjusting the arc. You're just pointing it and then owning it and then shoot it. So it doesn't.
It does because it changes trajectory of whenever a round would strike a surface. So, for example, say you're shooting at tanks' lower front plate from a distance, right? And they're just sitting in the open. That front plate, now that it's angled and you're hitting it with arc, now has a higher armor value rather than whatever. For example, let's say that it's a 100 millimeter piece of armor and you need 105 millimeters to pen it with your rocket, right? Just head on. It's not very slanted, So its effective value is 105 exactly. So you shoot and hit it, and you pen it and deal damage. Now, that effective thickness of the armor, because you now have to shoot in an arc, probably comes closer to, we'll just say 120 millimeters in effective value. Now you need to get very lucky to even penetrate it. And sure, technically that makes armor up top weaker, but that's with the thicker armor. So you probably weren't going to pen it even with the arc. Plus, they bumped the accuracy. They doubled it. It was at 0.2, now it's 0.4. So its accuracy is twice as bad, which is huge. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. But I think that these nerfs are definitely warranted. And they're doing it in a way to where people can't be like, oh, but me Night Stalker. You mean Night Stalker. You can't nerf it because they're adjusting rockets, not the Night Stalker specifically.
Yeah. I'm not.
Thank
I'm
you
not
for the
too
bits,
upset.
Dead Man. Much appreciated, man.
I'm not upset about it. It's just like you can nerf the accuracy all you want, but like it's still gonna ace the game.
I think that it's now going to become a tank that is still not fun to play against, but I don't think it'll be as oppressive as it was before. And it'll kind of, to some degree, suck to play because now your accuracy is bad. You know what I mean?
Does this mean the oh, does this mean the other tanks are gonna get nerfed too?
Yeah, all the Cold War rockets are getting nerfed. And I'm so excited because that's part of the reason I hate Cold Wars. It's just not fun to get blasted by rockets for 1200. Especially from like tanks that are doing drive-bys on the move and like doing 360s and shit. It's like, bro, what?
I never really liked doing it anyway. So on Cold War, so I like just sitting back and just toss rockets at people. But
So it won't mess with you that much. So that's a good thing.
yeah, but with the Night Stalker, it will a little bit, but it's not enough to actually like cry about it.
You're just mad you don't
Yeah.
own it.
We'll see.
Leave it alone. And make better tanks wargaming.
Thanks
What'd
for the
he
text
say?
to speech, bro. You're just mad you don't own it. Leave it alone and make better tanks wargaming. I do not regret not picking it up because I picked up tanks that earn extra silver, which was more valuable to me at the time. I picked up 2 rather than 1.
I got the Night Stalker off the bat, and I don't regret it at all.
I also would have felt bad playing it. I would have felt bad.
Bullshit.
No, I would have. Unless
bullshit.
I would have felt bad playing it. I would have felt bad that I'm absolutely blasting kids with this toxic tank that is overpowered. Like the BZ-176. Sure, I want to get it because it's overpowered, but it's not like I want to sit there and grind it and be like, ah ha ha. I'm going to laugh at all of you people because this tank's overpowered and it's not fun. It's toxic. It's bad for
have
the game.
I caught you slipping on the BZ-176. You did not feel bad.
No, I would feel bad. I just don't feel bad when I see other people playing it, and I would play it against them. I wouldn't feel bad at all.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I would try and target, like, for example, if I had the Night Stalker or the Hunter, I would try and target people playing the Night Stalker or Hunter. You know, just to make them feel bad.
Anyways.
They didn't have the mac and cheese.
I do that anyways. But kind of
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, bro. How much?
It was like $3. But
$3?
Yeah, I forgot the receipt.
Okay,
Let's get
I'll,
the receipt,
yeah, I'll get you some cash probably for $3.
Yeah, just as great.
And then we're on the Freelim server.
Sounds good.
All right, bro.
I'm here,
Oh no.
but I am going to
My
be doing a
steak is
marathon.
too juicy. My
I'll be
lobster
playing a
is
different
too
game.
buttery. Look in AHH. Tell Purple he a bitch.
I'm suffering.
Hey, be nice.
Who's talking like that?
That's Deadman Riles. He said, "Oh no, my steak is too juicy. My lobster's too buttery. Looking at. Tell Purple he a bitch." That's so mean. Why are you picking on Purple, man?
It's hilarious.
I'm sad. I missed out on the 2 free war chests because I didn't play every day. I mean, I'm not
I did
that
get-
sad about it, but
Are you gonna get your skin? I mean your skins. Yeah.
oh yeah, these. I gotta do these. Well, I'm gonna just pick up this one. I'm going to pick
Yeah.
up this one.
You picked up the ones I did not pick up.
Yeah, I'm going for the cheap ones.
I like the. I really want the digit ones. So I got those. I really wanted them.
Okay, I just picked up one of each cheap one. And then if I get enough points to buy another set of cheap ones, I will. I wanted to get those, but they're so expensive, I don't think they're worth it for me. Although they are nice. All right. Oh, and reminder, respecking your commander's skills is going to be free for the next 6 weeks after tomorrow.
Alright. So when you said that, I was like, free commanders? What the fuck is he on about?
No,
We get
you know,
free
like changing your-
commanders?
Like changing your commander's perks, bro. No.
I was about to get inside. I was like, I'm about to give it a good handful of new commanders.
Bro, you were tripping.
Bro, I woke up and read your text.
Oh, that's the worst time to read my text is when you just wake up.
Yeah, it's a lot of times. I read people's texts and I'm like, what are you on about? And I have to wake up even more. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I've had I read it and it took me a second. I'm like, oh my god, 6 weeks. I figured I'd let you know because that is kind of important.
It is important. I also overlap. Wait, something tells me for the 6 weeks they're doing something else. Something does not feel right. I feel like a new.
Well, the new season starts tomorrow.
Yeah, I was like a new season or some new like skills and.
Well, have you
are
seen
gonna be
anything
coming
for the new
out.
season?
I have. Well, I don't know about Melfest. That's all I know about, and the new tank, some new tanks, but I don't know anything else about the new season.
Okay, well, if you know the Iron Maiden Battle Pass or whatever. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I saw that.
so you saw the Strid 6
I didn't know. I didn't understand any of it. I just saw it. I was like, oh, this is
Okay.
interesting. I don't know.
All right, we're going to break it down on stream just for you. Complete season information. PC games. Display capture. So this should show. Are you looking at my stream right now?
Yes.
What is it showing?
What are the tanks? The console. It's not showing the web page.
How about
Now
now?
it's showing your OBS. Now it's showing it.
Okay, perfect. Masters of Mayhem, complete season information. So we're just going to skip any videos. Don't care about all that. This is the part we care about. How do I enlarge? Enhance. Enhance. It's this? Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. There it is. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay.
Or
All right. So here's what we got.
Camo, free camo skin. That's new.
All right. Hold on. Trust. So these orange lines are the rewards you're gonna get in the free pass, right? 1.1 million silver, 400 gold, 2 premium days, 6 4x commander boosters, 25 standard consumables, 1 war chest. They added a war chest back, by the way, which makes me happy. 1
That's
the
important.
Buck 2D commander skin. the IS-6, the vehicle slot, 3 cosmetics vouchers, and the season completion medal. With the pass, you'll get an additional 4.4 million credits, 2.1 thousand gold, 11 additional premium days, 6 times 2 vehicle boosters, 6 more times 4 commander boosters, 14 silver boosters, 10 1.5 silver boosters, 25 more standard consumables, 46 premium consumables, 1 equipment voucher, 1 additional war chest, a camo set, 7 themed cosmetics, 8.5 thousand free experience, another commander of the buck, I'm assuming, from what it looks like, the Excelsior tank, the Skoda T40. Oh, no, the gold lines is the total amount you get. It's not additional. Got it. Okay.
I'm gonna say this was seen a little bit too generous.
I was like, bro, another IS-6? Okay, so they didn't add back the war chest. It's still only 1. That sucks. I'm not happy about it. So the Skoda T40, the Excelsior, the IS-6, and the Strid-6 with vehicle slots for each of them, 3 cosmetics vouchers, and the medal, of course. Now, IS-6, it's not a bad tank. It's just power crept. So that's a good one, though. It's kind of one I've wanted that I don't have. Skoda T40, not great. Excelsior used to be good. I think it's been power crept pretty bad. I think the Churchills are just better at this point than the Excelsior.
I think I own that. Hi Bella, how you doing?
Then you'll get compensated for it when you get it. And then the Strid-6. This is a Swedish medium tier 8 tank. It is a very strong turret with good gun depression. Its whole armor, it can side scrape a little bit. Its upper front plate is okay. It doesn't bounce many rounds unless you're using gun depression. Lower front plate, not great. But the turret is really nice. It's mobile, it has good view range, it has good camo. It's a great tank. I have that on PC.
Completed? Oh.
No, I hear
Hi
you.
Bella. Sorry, my audio was not working on here. Hello.
Hi, Bella.
Yeah.
And then in the Ultimate Season Pass, the one you buy for the tank or whatever, is a tank called the Schwertwall, however that's pronounced, with a 3D commander, of course. This is on PC. It's a tier 10 tank, German heavy tank. It has rocket boosters, fun fact.
Not excited about it.
They last 20 seconds.
It's a long time, but it doesn't excite me.
It is an Arrow 1 heavy tank, so I'm excited about it, actually.
Is it Arrow 1?
It is Arrow 1, yeah. Let me... Right here. Yeah, Arrow 1.
Why can't it just be a tier 10? The fuck?
Because they want people to play Era to make Era popular. I mean, I won't complain because I get to play it in Arrow 1, which is, if I'm going to play Cold War, the only Era I truly want to play. Unless this balance to rockets makes it worth it to play the other ones. But the Schwertwall's turret is nuts. Its upper front plate, and it can side scrape. Its upper front plate is okay. It has a big alpha gun, which is what I'm partly excited about. The gun go big boom. Let me see. Do they have the stats down here?
Do they? Dude, that sounds delicious.
Here it is.
I actually became to like tater tots, but I'm glad you had a really good dinner. So excited.
You have burgers and tater tots? I'm jealous. That sounds so good. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner yet. Again. But I do have popcorn chicken for lunch that I need to eat. I do have that.
It does sound good, though.
Yeah. Let's see. Does it say how many calories this is? 419. Perfect. That's my allotted amount for lunch. Okay. But yeah, so dude, the Squirtle, its turd is insane. Its upper front plate, you're gonna bounce rounds. It can side scrape as long as you don't show all this portion. It's pretty good. And then let's see, does it show the gun stats?
No.
Yes, it
Not
does.
really.
Right here.
I didn't see that page when I saw it. I didn't look at it. Oh, damn. Why is it dipping so much? Damn, that's a lot of damage.
No, exactly, bro. It has a big old derp gun.
Holy tits.
It's comparable to the 60 TP. Except I think it's more accurate. Let me look in Gabe right now. The 60 TP.
What is the reload speed on it?
The reload speed 19 seconds.
19? Oh, gosh. It would totally eat the, Well, I don't think it would, really. No, I think... I still think the T-57 Heavy is gonna, like, eat its health away.
All right. Well, just comparing it to the 60 TP. The 60 TP has a 20.7 second reload. It does have slightly better accuracy at 0.39. Its pen is worse in terms of both standard and premium rounds. It does have 50 more alpha than the Squirtle,
Figured.
and its aim time is better as well by 0.7
As you
seconds.
should. You should spoil yourself. That is the best thing ever. I'm glad you did.
They do both have 8 degrees of gun depression, though, which is nice. You got a bunch of press-on nails today. Figured, nice. That's awesome. I hope they look pretty.
Yeah. You should spoil yourself. You should not like suffer all the time.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's good to take care of yourself, especially like with mental health and all that. Very important. It's the little things, you know. The little things are huge, honestly, for mental health.
Mm-hmm.
For example, this chicken I'm gonna eat. Oh, I'm so excited. The Squirtle does have more DPM because of its reload speed compared to the 50 TP. So we'll see how it performs. It looks like it's going to perform well. I like to
think it's
think of it this way. A lot of the tanks in Era 1, they do not have great armor. So I don't think the accuracy is going to matter that much.
empanadas with beans. Oh, that shit's so good. I only had like the frozen version of it, but I'm wanting to go to like a restaurant somewhere to have those empanadas.
Bro. I would love an
There's-
empanada.
I had like the frozen version of those, but they're so good.
I'm jealous. Do you have Great Monster in this server?
Yurt?
Okay. I'm just asking because he said he'd probably hop on.
Yeah, he has his room. I think he'd come in this room if he really wanted
Yeah, but so the 60 TP and the Squirtle are very similar tanks, but the Squirtle I think beats it out just because it has the better pen, as well as the better reload and rockets.
This is Era, so it's on par with the
Oh yeah, comparing it to
176.
Era, it's like the BZT-70 down a tier, or down an Era, is what it's comparable to. They're very
What's that
similar.
tank's little brother.
Yeah, except German instead of Chinese.
Because it was the Metal Fest EZ-176.
That was
Era
the
one.
Spaceman.
Spaceman, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the Spaceman is busted. You're stuffed? I bet you are. I bet that you're enjoying being stuffed, you weirdo.
You're getting a sun shower during sunset right now? Wait, proof? Wait, of the sunset, not you in the shower. Sorry. Oh, okay.
Freelum, what are you picturing of my viewers?
This is our viewers. Wait a minute.
Let's see. BZ1, the Spaceman, right? Oh, its DPM is not nearly as good. Its reload time is pretty bad. Its accuracy is considerably worse. Aim time is almost the same. It does have more gun depression than the Spaceman. And its alpha damage is also worse. Although its premium round is better. And that's going to be the one you're probably firing with this thing. Its HE round
Yeah.
has pretty good alpha too. I think that the Schwertel is going to just be, if you're not just spamming premium, I think your Schwertel's better.
Yeah.
Because at least its premium rounds have way, way higher pen. Whereas the Spaceman, it's the same pen, but just more damage.
What is the? I wonder what the pin.
You're getting
the
the
armor.
sun shower during sunset. That's got to be so pretty. I love when the lighting is like that.
I want to see the sunset.
And the Schwertel is considerably more accurate. Yeah, this seems to retain like some of its tier 8 stats, even though it's an arrow one. The gun is horrendous on this thing.
Close and personal. That's
Oh, for sure.
name
Hundo P.
it. No P.
Hondo P. Skateboard P. All right, but I guess I'll go back to grinding the Cromwell and the Semivante line.
Have fun. Go suffer too hard.
I won't, because the Cromwell's pretty good and the Semivante is also quite good. Now that we've reviewed the incoming season.
I just want to see the new. I just want to know, can the T-57 still live up to her name, which I'm pretty sure she can, against the new air tank that's being added.
Yes
Sure
and no.
she,
It's I think the
She
way to
has a-
think about it is there are different tanks that do different things.
yeah.
Like, this Fertile is going to play very similarly to how the M103A1 plays. It just has a way bigger gun.
The M10.
Yeah, you know the two heavy tanks I play, the IS-4M and the M103A1.
The M103?
It's
Oh,
the
wait,
that M103A1.
For some reason that sounds weird to me. I don't know why. It's not supposed to, but it does. Also, a rainy shower in the rain is actually pretty comfy for me. I do like it. But rip a pad, let's go.
We're getting- It's no longer a sun shower, it's just raining. That's sad. I mean, that was fast, but that's sad. Rip a pack? Okay, I will. I'll rip a pack after this match.
No. You gotta do it right away.
What are you? I'm in the middle of a...
Wow, that bullet fucking arch. God damn.
Remember, bro. Remember, this thing has slow velocity, so it's gotta yeet those rounds. Alright, I'll rip a pack. I'll do it right now, just for you. Mid-match. Normally, I don't stop mid-match, but we'll do it.
You're supposed to. You said you would.
Well, I'm doing it. Stop getting mad at me. I'm doing what I said I'd do, I guess. I don't know. Alright, let's see if we can see it clearly. Here we go. These are commons. The commons are kind of just chaff, but they're still cool.
Wait, why is she in the shower texting us? Wait a minute.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Taking a shower, right? Why is she texting mid-shower? No,
Dude, sun shower. Oh my god, Freelam. Sun shower is when it rains while the sun's out.
I thought she was in the shower doing it.
I know that's what you thought, and you thought wrong, my friend. All right, so this should be uncommon territory now. So there could be some pretty good things here. That one is all right. It's not great. This
Shame
one
on me.
is. I don't know what this does actually. Hold on. Oh, this one. Yeah, that one's all right. It's not bad. This one is a very good card because it lets me search for things. And then here is the rare / mythic rare. I don't know what it is. I can't see it. But let's take a look. 1, 2, 3. Ah, that's hilarious. Obscura Ascendancy. The last one I got was Maestro's Ascendancy. This is a good card. Very good card. And then a land and token. So that, all in all, pretty good pack. I got 2 good cards that are playable in there. Out of what was probably a lot of cards that weren't. So thank you for watching and for the point redeem, Bella. Alright, now let's get into this game. Fortunately, I have teammates that carry it hard. The Minuteman? I don't know if I could pen that thing, bro.
Minuteman's in.
I may have problems penning this thing, too.
Oh wait, this is for. Dude, this is not. Oh, what the fuck? You ricocheted on that. Oh, and he's looking at you.
It's the end of the
And-
game. It's fine. Wow, I hit his lower front plate and bounced. That's crazy.
Ew. Ow. Yeah. Yep. Pre-release party.
Really? You're going to go to the pre-release lobby for the Hobbit set? That's awesome, man. I hope you have a good time.
Hey, they're making you a Hobbit?
Bounce. I can't believe that bounce. That's crazy. Yeah, that's the next set they're doing is the Hobbit set. Oh, let me Amarak him. Nope. I mean, I'll take the assists, I guess. Yeah, it's my little brother's thinking of going to one of those, I think.
The Odyssey and it was really, really good. I'm glad. That sounds like a really good time.
I've heard the movie
I'm-
itself was good, but that the actors didn't give the best performance. I also heard some of the lines were, like, really bad.
I've never really. I don't know anything about Odyssey.
It is a Greek epic. Essentially, a guy is at war and then has a journey, which they call the Odyssey, which is his retelling of it on his way home. And that's essentially the story. It's from that guy's point of view.
My buddies are friends with the owner of the local card shop.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh goodness. I think I'm starting soon for 36 minutes. Not long enough.
Bro,
Not
get
long
those
enough.
good deals.
I read the book in HS and got into the musical, so I was just excited to go watch the movie. That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of musicals I really enjoy. But when I do like them.
Oh, man, what do I go for?
None of them. Wait, what tank you driving?
The Cromwell.
Oh,
It's the medium tank line.
he has a derp gun, can you just use a expert gunner or a final
Well, the
stand?
top of the tier doesn't. That's who the commander's going to be. They're going to be getting all these skills.
The turret rotation is pretty booty.
No, it's all right. I think I'm going to go for the speed. I am speed. Because that's useful at all tiers, 100%. That's always good. All right. I thought about doing the view range, but I don't think I need it. I have plenty right now.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I have almost max.
Not good enough then.
I mean, I'll get max eventually. These are good.
You know, I mean, I'm not shitting on you, but for some reason in the streaming community, people literally hate when streamers eat food on camera.
Why?
I have no idea. For some reason, it's disgusting to them. I have no reason. I'm like,
I mean, if I'm being gross, okay, but like, I'm not, chewing into the mic. Oh, this is so good. You know?
yeah, people hate that. I don't know why.
I mean, if the streamer's being obnoxious about it, okay. I'll
Like,
give him that, but like,
personally, I don't like when streamers do like the mukbang, or like when people do the mukbang videos where they have to like chew in the mic, which I get the point of it, but I personally don't like it. I never watch mukbangs unless they're dogs or animals eating a ton of food.
they're just eating animals live. That's crazy.
Well, there was one video.
There was
There was,
one
like-
video. He.
There was this sea creature that looks like a dick, and this girl would take a giant bite, and then all the water would come out and shit.
Brother,
Oh,
what
you
the?
know.
Whoa. Okay. TMI. I don't know. How are they even able to stream that? That's crazy.
I don't think. No, this was not a stream. This was a video. This was a video, not a stream.
Oh, well, still, that's crazy, man.
I have no idea. Like, it was like a ocean creature that would like would burrow in the sand, in the wet part of the sand, and the way you could get it out is like putting salt, or I think there was something else you would do, but I know the salt was one of them. And yeah, the girls would make so many perverted jokes out of it. And it was really uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's crazy behavior, man.
No. No.
Is nobody gonna try and push this?
Really?
It's a tier 7 and 6 lobby.
Definitely not. This is not an angle they'll go through.
I would expect the Cromwell and probably the T-31. Honestly, even the Panther should have gone over here. Where? And none of them are spotted except for the Panther. That's it. What?
It doesn't add up.
Well, this poor guy's about to have his day ruined. Wow,
Oh.
that round took a long time to get there.
It isn't me, yeah.
Ah, a grape monster.
It is I.
We are live.
Yes, we
Yes.
are live. Welcome, welcome.
I
We're
am-
happy to have you.
I am alive too.
You're live too. Wait, what a minute. Man,
Yeah, bro, he live streams
all-
under another alias.
We're all alive.
I wouldn't be surprised if you did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a green grape monster or something. Yeah, totally.
Green Great Monster, the ultimate alias.
What? Will I not connect to? Oh, there we go.
You're derping, I ain't derping.
Well, it's a tier 7, so he's really hard to pen. Heavies never go this way, which is crazy to me. We need our team to get forward, is what we need. I will scout middle, I guess. And pray I survive.
I get marked.
No, I'd win. Just trust the process, bro. Especially if I could get to the arties. No, I would win. I would win. Trust. Believe. We gotta believe, bro. Let me just get to this bush over here. Yep, okay. Alright. Yep, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I broke his gun, though. Maybe he won't shoot me. I could get his side now. Oh, that... Oh, could I pop that rack? Let me pop the rack, bro. I missed. Alright. Alright, let's skedaddle. Let's live. Okay, so we know where the heavies are. We do not know where the Tiger or the Cromwell are. There's the BZ.
On the hill again.
I gotta keep going this way so he doesn't spot me. Ooh, I'm keeping him spotted. Let's... Yeah, I'll take that spotting.
Oh, I'll be back.
Alright.
Have fun.
No worries. Dude, speaking of, I actually did like my first reset in a very long time of my computer. It's been like months and my computer's been on a lot. That was a good game, man. I did a 800 with 600 assistance.
Nice.
Exactly, it's Tsar. Welcome back. Nice indeed. Wow, not top 3, huh? Another mastery 3 though. That's good. Oh yeah, I guess these guys kind of carried. Chopper. And the AT8. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Wow, that KV3 went ham with the assistance, man. I bet you he's running optics. Baby Yoda.
You could be running.
It's
You could have put
Grogu.
optics on.
I have optics on. That's why I'm able to spot so well. Drinky, drinky. All right. All right.
Swiggy, swiggy.
Cheers. Cheers. Everybody drink your nectar of the gods.
The nectar. Ew. Well.
Got a little spillage, but that's okay. I will have to put this shirt in the wash. All right. I still need another 1600 XP with the Cromwell to get to the next tier. Put our nose back down to the grind. But anyway, thank you for the point redeem. Welcome back. How's it going at Zitzar? Ooh, we're top tier. You're grading tier 8 stock? Why? Did you run out of free experience? You're broke now? Yeah. Yeah, I think I only have 300,000 that I'm going to be spending on all the modules for this tree, just because I don't feel like grinding stock. Your last 40k on guns? Yeah. First upgrade in the MX. On the Tiger 2, yeah. Yeah, the Tiger 2's first gun's not great. Yeah, especially at tier 8. Well, let's do a little spotty. Hello. Well, let's see if I can... Yep, I can fire the hill right here. The T100/1000 can handle its own. Been having fun with it. That's the Czechoslovakian heavy, right? I don't know if I've played... no, I haven't played down the Czechoslovakian line. If they're anything like the Skoda T56, they gotta be good. The 2-shot and you don't know? Certain games where you have a great angle, you're just reloading from cover. And then some games you don't. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes. Some games it works, sometimes it don't. Not much you can do about it. Let's see if I can get an angle where I can spot this object without getting spotted. Oh, yep. I've considered going down the check line, but I don't know. The 2-shot autoloader just seems like such a gimmick to me. It's super gimmicky. Yeah, because bottom tier heavy, but if you were going into a tier 6 game, you'd go single fire. Yeah, because I know the single fire guns have the higher DPM, right? Better gun handling. Oh, hello. Bro, who's staring at me? A worst trading if you're brawling, yeah. Yeah, but it's higher DPM and it's better handling, right? That, of course, assumes your enemy knows your reload cycle. Well, yeah. When you're playing against the check tanks, unless it's... You never know which gun they got until they decide to not fire a second round at you. Then you can safely assume, because typically if they fire 2 rounds in short succession, you immediately are able to identify the reloading cycle.
You failed to penetrate their armor.
You can tell by the barrel. Oh! Is it like a flash hider or something that some of them have that the others doesn't? Okay, team, you guys... Alright, well, we're running.
Operator has returned.
Hopefully I don't get punished for trying to run. Because my team's stupid, and are all camping south, and there's nobody south. Is this tank turning around to face me? He's not.
Your work is blessed.
Dude, your armor's too good. Man.
Is finished. Everyone disembark.
I don't know why we have a heavy south. Like, bro. If you're gonna go south... And he drowned. Genius. Well done. At least the T-14 knows what he's doing, it looks like. All tanks generally work like that. Like on the Arl, the deep gun has a shorter smooth barrel versus a high pen reload has a little nozzle. Ah! I mean, yeah, it's good game knowledge to have, actually. That I bet not many people think about. Because I don't think about it sometimes. Obviously, if I'm playing it's like an E100 or something like that, I'm familiar with the barrels. So I know, like, oh, he has big gun or little gun. Because that one you could tell pretty easily. But I don't know about the check tanks. I don't see those a lot, so I don't think about it too much. Cook up a spreadsheet and calculate and have pictures of them. That would be funny. There's a few exceptions, but it's a good way of knowing the alpha and reload. Yeah, typically I can tell by, like, if I get hit and I see the damage. I can typically tell, like, which gun they have based off that. But this is a good way of knowing without taking damage. Oh yeah, the turrets are a no-brainer. It's always easy to tell. Wow, dude, all that. 1,800 assist and almost 1,000 damage of my team, and 2 tanks destroyed. Mastery 2, and my team just couldn't do it. 0 damage Hellcat. 0 damage T-34 and KV-1. A Zadimka with 232 damage. That's crazy. Bro, all the way up to number 8 on our team is 200 or less damage and, like, no spotting. What can you do? Let's struggle out here. But yeah, dude, when you see that ugly turret, you're like, oh, I know that. I know that is not the top configuration. So then you know they probably have a pretty bad gun, too. That is one thing I love about PC compared to here, though, is on PC you don't have to research every module. I hate that about this game. That you have to research every module before you can go to the next tank. It takes so much extra experience to get through. Like, we've literally, with my friends, we've mathed it out, and it's like, it's over 1 million experience to get through one tech tree in this game. Whereas on PC, I think you could do a tech tree with like maybe 800,000. Maybe less, depending on it. If you're like the most efficient you could possibly be with your modules.
The abominable fiends before us deserve nothing but fire and ashes. To lack conviction is to invite defeat.
Yeah, on PC World of Tanks, it's so much less researching. You actually spend the time, like, you know, going up the tech tree.
Focus on this sector. Heretic armor has been
Ow. Whatever hit me, that hurt. But yeah, so on PC, it's just so much less experience to research. Okay. What is this rush? Okay, I'm not gonna hit that on auto aim. Yeah, I'm gonna call this as a game loss already. I can't hit that through that wall.
curse the foe. These rounds are having no effect.
Bro, my whole team went west, and they're just sitting behind buildings. You do hate grinding on... Yeah, okay, so with that, there used to be shared modules on PC, but they removed a lot of those. And sometimes you do still have to research a gun, even if it is technically the same gun, but it's different enough to where they make you research it. But, like, you only have to research a gun, maybe two, and the turret. And then typically that's all you need to do to get to the next tank on PC. I think the radio, you could just remove the radio. There's no reason to have radio upgrades. It's just so stupid. The engine and tracks, though, I think they should keep those. But, again, do it like PC does where it's optional. So you don't have to research the engine. You don't have to research the tracks. I think that's what they should do. Just like PC. Those really be the only ones that make a difference. Yeah. Yeah, with PC though, also you earn way more experience as well. Cuz like in your daily missions, you can, if you have premium days, you can use a ×3 experience booster on a win. 5 times a day. You have a mission where if you're like in the top 5 of your team's damage and win, that's another like ×3 experience for the day. There's a ton of ×5 experience missions. You get your daily double experience win on any given tank. There are daily missions where when you do them, you get a bunch of free experience that you could use for stock grinds and stuff. Like there's so many more ways to earn experience on PC than there is on console. It's for free too. It's amazing. I definitely prefer the grind on PC than in this game, because the grind on this game it's rough. It's really rough. Let's see. Is that the derp gun? Yes, I'm running the derp gun. I haven't really played off stream a whole lot for console, because I've been playing so much console to finish the season, do the event for Banner of Valor, so I took a break. Played a lot of PC because there was a PC Battle Pass event that I was doing. Let's see. I gotta scroll up. You got so many comments. The Cromwell tier 6. I'm keeping this thing. This thing's good. I like it. You hate similar guns. You'd mind if it's the same gun with +5/10 pen. Yeah, they do that a lot on both console and PC. They're guilty where it's like the same gun but has difference of pen, and that's it. Or like aim time or a slight accuracy change, and that's it. It's I mean, it is a difference, but it's like, come on, really? Slightly higher aim and that DPS, yep, that's yeah. There's definitely more side grind methods. There are. The PC, you can earn so much more experience. And they, again, have more free methods to do it. Like, it's not all pay to win. It really isn't. And don't get you started on the cool cosmetics they get versus console. Well, that's one gripe I have with PC. Is on PC, we get customizable garages, but no customizable tanks. Well, hold on. So here's the thing. Here on console, right? When you go to the appearance, you have your option for these camos. You have the options for the emblems. You have the inscriptions. You can get a flag on here. On PC, you can do camouflage, but you have to pay gold. And they don't give any of it for free. They don't give any of it for battle passes. They don't give any of it out in Twitch drops. Nothing. No camouflage is free. You have to pay gold. Emblems, decals, inscriptions, all of that you can get free, but it can only be applied with camouflage. And they don't have flags, so you can't get flags. They have 3D attachments, which are separate, which I'll get to. So basically on PC, for you to have camouflage with emblems and inscriptions, to customize it the way you want it to look, you have to pay gold to do it, no matter what. There's no way to get around it with the camouflage. Otherwise, you're losing the camo bonus. What they do give out for free, or through the Battle Pass, or through Twitch drops, is what they call 2D styles, which is a set camo with set emblem, or maybe a set inscription, and that's it. And you can't customize it at all outside of 3D attachments. That's it. And I hate it, dude. I want to be able to customize my tank because they give you all of these free inscriptions and emblems and decal, all this stuff for free. But to use it, you have to buy the camo for gold. And I don't want to spend gold on camo. And you have to buy the camo for every single part of the tank. It's not like one blanket camo. So it's higher customizability, but you have to pay more gold for it. I hate it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It really angers me. And you can't alter 2D styles at all, again, outside of 3D attachments. However, similar to this World of Tanks console, they do have 3D styles. For example, with here we go. We'll look at this one. Like, for example, this is the Krampus skin, 3D style. And they have similar things on PC. However, on console, you can alter it with decals and emblems and flags and stuff. On PC, you can't even put 3D attachments on your 3D style. You can only do the 3D style. And I hate it. I so much more prefer this game's system for customization. It is so much better, in my opinion, overall. I think the trade-offs are so much more worth it. Sorry, you got me on that tirade, because it really gets to me. Because, like, on PC, like I say, you do get the 3D attachments, but they're like, I don't know, a gun that you could put on the thing that's all cosmetic. And there's some cool ones, there's some not cool ones, but It gets me going.
Hello.
Hello.
I just stopped streaming.
No
I
worries,
just don't,
man.
I just not in the mood. I'll be honest, with you, just not in the mood.
I don't blame you.
Anybody?
I mean, I'm still live, but you know. Let's see. We get customizable garages, but no customizable tanks. That's not true. We get customizable tanks. So
What about Ishma
opposite.
tanks?
I mean, they're trade-offs. They're very different. Like one has one and the other doesn't. That's kind of. If they made it silver and added customizable garages, it would be very nice. I agree. If on PC they made it silver to like purchase camos and stuff, that would give people a thing to spend credits on, because there's not a lot to spend credits on if you already have a ton of tanks and have all the equipment for them. And at that point, you're probably going on bounty or improved bond equipment, stuff like that. So I think they should, but they won't do it. Because they want to drain gold out of people's accounts for whatever. It's annoying because they want to make more money. So I get it, but it's still super annoying. Like, they should make it earnable. You should be able to earn camouflage to apply to a tank, or like tokens or vouchers like in this game to apply camo to tanks. Put on the battle pass. It wouldn't be that hard. It kills me. You do hate on both. There's no all skins buy option at a discount. Oh, that would be pretty cool. Make it like they'd probably make it like just a cash pack to buy a bunch of skins or something. They could probably do it for both cash and gold, actually. That would make sense. Let's see, like map wise, it's not even 25 split. Yeah, maps, they're because they rotate maps very regularly on PC and also change them all the time.
I wish you could
ban
map.
You can on PC.
I know.
You can ban one map, and then if you have premium, you can ban 2. And if you have World of Tanks Plus, you can ban 3.
I want that. I would love to have that because I think it makes World Tanks a lot. It would make it more fun, and it would probably get some people to play more artillery or play more other tanks some more. So there's certain maps just. What is the point of certain tanks on certain maps? Like, you can't do anything.
Yeah, like I think there's only I don't know about on this game. I would only ban 1, maybe 2 maps. On PC, there's 2 maps that I would ban depending on what I'm playing. There's only 1 map on PC that I keep perma-banned. Let's see. If console added attachments for 50 to 500,000 a piece, you'd be happy. I'm assuming for credits. Yeah, that would be cool. You said it's anti-business, but wish we could grind a daily amount of gold with a 1 per day limit. I mean, you can do that on PC. However, it's not free. It's part of their World of Tanks subscription plus or whatever it's called. So you can get grind gold daily on PC. You just have to pay as part of the subscription fee. And you do get a lot of benefits to it, to be fair. But I'm not saying it's justified in the amount they squeeze you for.
I feel like they should do it on console. There's a lot of I just wish they're PC and console they just put their shit together. And I think World Tanks would be so fun. There's some cool shit on World Tanks, but there's some cool shit on World Tanks console.
Like 1,800 gold a year minimum. That's not very much gold to grind throughout a year of playing. Just enough to get 1 free pass on console. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. At least on console, you can earn war chests, which can give you gold. So on console, there's a way to do it. Win 1 type of match, no subscription, yeah. I mean, on console, you can earn free gold through the war chest grinding weekly or whatever. Or the Seize the Day challenges, for example. You can get war chests, and they can give you gold. I wish that... I don't know. I agree that I wish there were more opportunities for free gold. But I understand why they won't do it, because they need to monetize, because it's a free-to-play game.
add. I have something to tell you. This was the old world tanks. The old world tanks used to let you actually get like gold, but you only get like a really small amount though. Like, you get like 1 or 10.
I know it's the same on
Gold.
PC too. You used to earn gold. There
That
were
was
ways
really
to do it
cool.
on PC. Yeah, I wish it would be a fun thing to add into like contracts, like like in contracts, if you go to like the second last stage, it's like, I don't know, 200 gold or something, or 500 gold for the contractor. I don't know, something.
Remember
But
I told you when you had the option to like get gold, or you could get or you have to get silver. I wish that was like an option where you didn't like you just don't get silver. You get an option to get gold if you really want it.
yeah, when you get repeat tanks or like silver on the contracts, I agree.
That would be cool too. Yeah. Which another there's actually another thing I want to add on. I haven't really talked to World Tanks at all about it. Was the commanders upgrades. Commander tier upgrades? Is that a proper way to say that? You know what I'm talking about? Where you have to like, if you have like a ton of 1 stars, you can move them up to 2 stars if you get a good amount of them. Just like the boosters.
Yeah, like you can combine them.
What would be a good word for that?
Commander mentor training. Like on PC, there's
Yeah.
an item that's called a I forget I think it's like a mentor manual or something. But essentially, you can take one commander and give all the experience from that commander to another crew member, sorry, because they have full crews that you train. But you take all the experience from one crew member and can give it to another.
Oh, you
Using
should
the
be able to
mentor
do that on
manual.
console.
I mean, you still do by moving perks around.
It's not the same because I remember you used to like when you convert your commander XP. Um, you could do like all your commander XP, like all the commander XP with all the other tanks, or you could get just that one commander XP, and you can put on another tanker. You're able to do that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's different. Let's see.
But-
Wargaming just has very predatory approach to monetization. They really do things for the but I mean that's the thing though. Like it's a free to play game. The game is designed to extract money from people, even though the game is free. So it's understandable. What we were talking about was that one thing is like we wish they might like add gold to a contract, like as part of the last stage or the second to last or something. Or get the option to get credits or gold from the contract instead of just credits.
Yeah.
Or
That'd be cool.
another thing we were talking about is tanks. Whenever you get a new premium tank, if you already have it, you could choose whether you get credits or gold, rather than only getting credits for most of it, if not all.
Yeah.
There are better ways. Yeah, like a challenge. Like I don't know. I think contracts would be a good way to do it, because at least then you have to do very specific things, and it's not like free to all year round. Because then I guess that would be a better pitch for them, because they don't want people earning gold for free all year round.
Or they could do a rank system. Mmm.
That's how you used to
And
get
like-
gold on PC, is like through Clan Wars and ranked and stuff.
That'd be cool. It is cool.
That would be cool, but the problem with World of Tanks console is adding a ranked system would divide so much of the player base that they're already pretty low on player base as it is. They can't divide it further. Because I don't know how often you get a ton of bot lobbies, but I get a lot of bot lobbies some days, and it's bad.
I do get them. I'm not gonna lie, but like, I do get like some fucking sweats playing, which I
Yeah.
don't mind. It makes me get better at the game, but still.
You'd like to have that option when selling premium tanks? Yeah, instead of getting silver, you could get gold. Yeah. And then you wish we could exchange free XP for gold and silver, not just yeah, that would be good. You have so much free XP
What?
locked behind gold.
Was that a thing? I don't think it was. I think it was just free XP, tank XP, commander.
Well,
Oh,
the
yes, you
thing
did.
is, like, you grind the XP, but it goes to the tank that you're grinding. But because you already researched all the modules or it's already an elite tank, there's nothing for you to use that XP for. But you do still earn free XP, obviously, playing those tanks. So, like, it's not that you're not earning free XP, you are. It's just it's XP that would normally be useless, but you're allowed to pay gold to make it useful. So I
Yeah.
could see the argument against it, but I agree. I think like you should be able to pay silver to get free XP from those. To convert it. I agree. And I mean, sure, it would have to be an inordinate amount of silver per free XP because of the whales in the game, because they have so many credits. Because to them, credits are meaningless. There are a lot of people, credits are meaningless. Me, credits aren't exactly meaningless because if I buy enough tanks fast enough, I'll run out. Like I used to be at like 35 mil, now I'm down to 24 because I'm grinding out the British medium line. So
It, I,
you're a poor man, you need your schmeckles, yeah. Look, all I'm saying is Wargaming, if you guys wanted people to be in a department that like is devoted to the free-to-play players, hit me up. I'm here for the layman, the free-to-play players.
I don't know about hitting them up, but you might have to hit them up.
Yeah, they'll say no.
I think you have to hit them up.
Yeah, they'll say no.
But I don't know.
Why would they
Riles-
spend resources for the free-to-play part of the game, right?
I'm about to yoink Riles up here. Hey, buddy. Fire.
Man, this popcorn chicken slaps.
We had a giant. We had like not a giant. We had wolf spider size a quarter in our house just a while ago.
Ooh, fun.
It was interesting. It was really nice. It didn't really like attack us or anything. But
Bro, if that was in this house, bro, I would blast that spider back to the Shadow Realm.
I need them. I need them alive. Actually, I live in the country and it just kill a lot of bugs that I don't, or a lot of like insects and what they're called, reptiles that I do not want around my house. So I do need them. Sadly, I do need them.
Yeah, I don't. We would blast them.
Love.
I hate spiders.
I have a giant respect for spiders. That I just cannot kill them.
I am spiders' biggest hater, bro.
Now frogs, I don't like frogs. I don't like frogs or snakes.
Let's see if I can
I don't like
slink into this bush without getting spotted.
I'm terrified of snakes. Like,
There we go. That is a very brave E25. I don't know if I should help him.
no, you let him suffer. Let him learn from his reaction.
Yeah, he just got deleted by a whiz bang. Makes sense. You'd say 25,000 free experience for 1,000,000 silver, 2 Cold War games. For 1 tier 8 plus module seems fair. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what it would take for Wargaming to agree. They need to make money, which I understand, and they don't make money off of free-to-play players, so I get it. Why they have to monetize stuff, but I agree there should be a better way to handle it than they do.
Well, they kind of do. They kind of make money. It's not the way we think they make money, but just for free-to-play players playing the game, gets like other players to come in to spend money to do that.
Maybe.
It's like the free-to-play players are just advertising for like the pay-to-win players.
I mean, yes and no.
That's how I view it, at least.
The problem is there's not a lot of incoming players that are willing to just drop a bunch of money on the game. Is the primary problem. See, I would shoot at these tanks, but I would get deleted. Because I would get spotted instantly because our whole team is on the other side. Yeah, I'm just going to run. I am just going to run.
I will say, like, the heavy things are going to the right route. They're doing their job, but they're doing it very slow.
Well, all our heavies went one way, all their heavies went the other way, is the problem. I gotta hope I don't get blasted here.
Any more left, you might not.
Ow. Yep, I know.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss. That didn't miss. They are not missing.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring Rails back down. Kind of feel bad.
Wargaming is like Mr. Krabs. You don't gotta make every penny. Yeah, but that's not how a company makes money is the problem. They gotta please the shareholders, bro. This guy's just AFK, man. We're just gonna lose. This is just a loss. Watt suffers from no new players, just returning players that leave after a week. Struggles to get a new audience. Yep. Yeah, that is the primary problem with this game, is that it's hard to get people into it and staying, and then also convert them into a paying customer. That's part of why their practices are so predatory. So, like, I get it, and it sucks, but I mean, what is there to be done about it, you know? Wow, that just missed.
Yeah.
It's that's why on PC they gave out free tech trees to try and get new people in.
It kind of worked, honestly.
It did. The numbers spiked. Player count went up. It did in fact work. Now, whether or not that's a good answer for long term remains to be seen. Yeah. And it does kind of kill the health of high tier gameplay because now you have new players who have no clue what they're doing in high tier.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Just having new players, I think, is better than having no new players.
Yeah. I mean, it's a win. It's a win. Not a long-term win, but it's a win.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Had the game had a bigger launch, then maybe, but that is a big if on the general public. The game is not very noob friendly.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and that's another problem with the game itself, is because they won't balance premiums, tanks like the LEFH 105 remain and literally kill experiences for people. Like, you will hear this story from so many people that they've tried introducing their friends to the game, and getting to tier 5 isn't super hard, but there's no, you just play. There's no like tutorial at every single
just
tier.
Need to get better.
Yeah, Wargaming is a company, I think, if they did better and made the
No, the players.
Oh, understandable. But I mean, I think like there should be a tutorial at every tier that, depending on what tank you pick, teaches you new mechanics. And for example, the LEFH 105, it's toxic on console, it's toxic on PC. It'll always be toxic. And it's a tank that literally will make people not want to keep playing because they play against it all the time. Right? And so, because it's a premium, Wargaming won't take it out or balance it. So it remains too powerful and toxic. And I think that's a policy that would kind of be a problem that they need to address, and they won't do it because then they got to do refunds or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
fuck those refunds.
That's a problem. And then, like I said, the tutorial thing, that would help people actually learn the game. But then they have to spend resources into something that will not necessarily get them returns, so they won't do that. And then you got high tier players, high skill players that will only play low tiers because they want to boost their stats as much as possible because they want to get good. even if they're not. So you need to make tier 6 and lower games not count towards stats, I think, or tier 5 and lower not count towards stats, so that those players aren't motivated to go to low tiers and play them to try to complete missions or contracts, or I don't know, like make it like just let there be no incentive to play low tier for the high skill players, so that they don't ruin low tier for everybody else. Because you'll run into platoons of players, at least on PC. I don't know about on console, because I never play low tiers on console. But on PC, I know for a fact, people will platoon up, and they will go play tier 4 and low tier, and just spam gold in every tank, and only play broken tanks, just to farm win ratio and stuff. And they're seal clubbers. They're the worst. And they will kill the game for people, because people will run into these platoons, and they're like, bro, I literally went 100 meters and died. And I saw all these gold icons, and it happens every game, and they're like, wow, this isn't fun. So there's that there's a lot of problems for new players coming in. I agree. It sucks. It sucks. Let's see. It's hard to get in. It's a steep learning curve. Also, the community is hit or miss. Not a high ceiling, but steep. Yeah, but that's what I was saying about the tutorials. At every tier, depending on what tank you just research, there should be a little tutorial you have to do before you can just jump in and play. That teaches you generally how to play a tank. And then you think, oh, well, maybe if I get better, I could do this thing that they told me to do better. You know? Seal clubbing is a thing that hurts new players. Yep, we just talked about that. Stat boosters and seal clubbers are the same. They are the same. They are exactly the same. They're the same people. Mark should be limited to tier 6 plus, maybe 7 plus. I think 6 plus would be fine, or 7 plus, either or. Because tier 6, it takes a while to get to. I mean, it's not too hard to get to tier 6, but it does take a lot more time. And then, like, there's a lot of, like, regular players playing at tier 6 to grind tanks, so it's a lot less one-sided. There's a much healthier population at tier 6. Your tank is, if you're not fighting against tier 8s, you shouldn't be getting marks. That's not a bad take. That's not a bad one. I don't think you should be fighting tier 8s at a tier 6 tank, but, you know. You don't really start to XP grind till tier 6 tanks. I mean, tier 5 can take a while, especially if you're a new player who isn't, you know, min-maxing your XP gains or knows to spend free experience to get out of a stock tank. So tier 5 can take a while for, you know, new players, which is really the ones we got to be concerned about. If you're playing a shit tier, we're talking about new players. New players are going to do like 2, maybe 3 shots of damage and then die every game. They're not going to get a ton of XP normally until they get better. So it'll take them a while. All right. I have caught up on your comments. Sorry. Those tier 5s are decent enough to pass in 2 days. I mean, yeah, but with I don't know, 3-4 hours of gameplay, depending on skill level. And again, new players, even with 300, nah. I mean, I guess, it depends on time investment at that game in 2 days, how much you play. I still think it takes a good amount of matches to get from tier 5 to tier 6, especially if you're a low skill level player. Sorry, Deadman. I was going on a tirade there, I know. How's it going? Good to see you. Welcome back. How you doing? And now he's giving me the silent treatment. Fair enough.
Me?
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, hi.
I know.
Sorry,
I was saying
locking
sorry.
in.
I was saying sorry.
No. I was locking in. I was trying to lock in on Overwatch.
I know. I'm just talking about the tirade I went on, though. I'm sorry I didn't say hi when you came in.
Yeah, you good. I know you said hi mentally.
I did. I was thinking about it the whole time. I'm like, man, I got to get through these comments, so I could say hi. But how you doing, buddy? How was your Jamaican beans and empanadas?
They were great.
I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. That sounds so good. Apparently really dedicated, average around 10K games a year versus a casual 2,000 per year. You're in the middle at 3.5 a year. You take a few year breaks. Yeah, but that's the big thing about getting through a grind is just time investment. And I mean skill level's a factor, but I think time investment is the bigger one. You know, normally when I play this map, I play as a heavy tank or a sniper tank. I do not normally get to play this map in a light/medium tank
Oh
role.
my god. My team has fucking fallen apart. Their ass.
Yeah. What can you do? There's only so much. Your favorite thing is when you get a salty seal clubber flexing their skill. Their one kill on you after a tier 10 game. That's funny. That's crazy.
A magnificent strike.
I can't pen that. I'm gonna fight this Stritzvon. One screenshot and then T. Yeah. Wow, that didn't pen, huh? Oh, poor guy bounced. Feels bad.
People get here on time.
Half brick like room though, so it wasn't. It didn't
Ow.
work out that great. It seems like one.
Ow.
Well, Monday's always a shit show because on Sunday, you get everybody and their fucking mom wants to drop off shit. Yeah.
Brother.
We're open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Ooh, those are rockets. I don't like that. You got accused of cheating once and had to physical play and explain how angling works. That's hilarious. Angling is cheating. That is the craziest, most brain dead take I've ever heard. He didn't know
What a
tracking was a
fucking
thing
liar.
too. That's bro. Literally, you should not be playing whatever tier you're at if they don't know how angling or tracks work. And after tier 6, you should understand that stuff, bro. 26,000 battles at a 12-year badge. Dude, okay, I don't have a problem with people that have played a long time, but it kills me. I hate it when I get a player who has played for 10 plus years, has lots of battles, and then they just are terrible. They just genuinely don't know how to play the game. And I'm like, dude, how have you played this long? How have you played this much World of Tanks and still do not know how the game works? Like, I understand even if you took like a few year breaks, sure. But, like,
Yeah, I got here about 2 years ago, so.
how do you do that?
I will say this game doesn't really teach you how to use some of the mechanics. You just have to like figure out why you go. Like,
I mean, yeah, but you would think, like, after playing and be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, you would try to, you know... You would try to, like, look up a video to improve and be like, how do I get better? You know?
you would think, but you know, it happens. Why are you meowing?
Darn. Dude, I have so much team and spawn. What are you guys doing? And we won the other flank, and now they've stopped. Do they have any HP? This guy's full HP, and he's camping. He's mostly full. He's camping. He's mostly full. I mean, I guess our tank's right there to shoot at, but damn, bro.
I don't know. What does he have of yours?
Like, cool if you're new, but like that, ouch, yeah. No, it kills me when I have experienced players. They just do not know what they're doing. I hate it. Their brain literally
that's
lacks any part of responsibility or pattern recognition. That, or they just don't look up videos or take advice/criticism. Yeah, I've literally said that to players. I'm like, bro, I hate that you did 0 damage and you didn't help us at all. And he's like, oh, I've been playing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, literally look up a YouTube video on how to get better. It's not that hard. I, like, sure, play for fun, but that doesn't mean you just choose to suck and do nothing, and that's fun. Like, well, I hate it. I hate those kinds of players. Your favorite ones are the heavy campers because they get 0 damage and didn't get last kill. I mean, I think capping is good. I think that's healthy for the game because it forces people to go, oh, well, I don't want to get capped again. And so they have to not just, YOLO brain dead push and only go for damage. It reinforces the, well, we have to be a little strategic to not get capped out. Because I think that's a very valid mechanic that people forget exists. So I think capping is a good thing. So whenever I cap or have the chance to cap, I try. However, heavy camping is bad. You should not camp in heavy.
No. I mean, depending if the heavy thing has shitty armor, like the fucking machine, I guess you could camp in the back because you can't really reflect armor. You can't reflect your armor. You get fucking eaten up. So it depends what tank you're using, though. Some tanks are just not meant to just be up forward unless they have like a buddy with them. But if you're gonna do that, might as well play Tank Destroyer, man. Just play Tank Destroyer or Artillery.
You're referring to capping flag when it's 7 plus V2? Bro, it could be a 15 V1, and if I still have the chance to cap, if nobody else is capping, I'll do it. I don't trust my team.
That's somewhat fair, but still, crack it at it again. I don't know, just get the last kill, man. Get that extra XP.
Well, you gotta think of it this way, bro. If I'm doing something that requires me to perform like top 7 in the team or whatever, then I mean this you can consider toxic behavior. However, if I'm like I need to be top 7 in the team. If I force cap, that increases the likelihood of me, if I'm trying to compete with other tanks that are faster than I am, to secure the final kill. That increases my odds of completing whatever mission or contract I'm trying to do. So you can call that toxic, but I don't know. Securing the win is the point of the game.
I mean, that's true, but if you have no health, then that's fair. But if you have health and you're able to fight, if you have the brain cells, you should do it.
You like to do it to help Mark Grinder. Well, you're a good person, Itzutsar. You are far less selfish than I am. You're a good person, because I would not even think of that. I would just try and win. That's how I like to play. I like to just win. Like, even if I die early in the battle and I win, I feel not so bad, because I'm like, hey, at least, you know what? I got carried. I won. Let's go. As for the heavy camper thing that we were talking about, Freelam, that's the thing about a tank like that is, I don't know. There's a difference between camping and then setting yourself up to do damage to help the team. Right? Like, for example, where are they? I'll just go to this. The Swedish tank destroyers, right? You could play it like your typical brain dead idiot and just find a bush pretty close to spawn and then activate your little thing to your hydraulics.
I break.
well, I'm still going to talk about it. You could go to a bush, activate your hydraulics, and then just sit there and camp. And that's just camping. And you could do that in a heavy too, like in the Kronvan. You could sit there if you're on a map that's like strictly for side scraping, like a city map, where you're not going to use gun depression and your armor's useless. However, you can still set yourself up to push and be aggressive and still try to set yourself up not to play like your typical heavy tank, but play like a medium and just go for damage, you know? So at least that point, even if you're like second or third line, you could still be supportive of your team. You don't have to just camp. Even if your armor is not good in the matchup, or you're in a tier 8, it not good in the matchup against tier 10s, something like that. So you could still play aggressive or set yourself up to support the team instead of just sitting in base camping.
Yeah. And I'm assuming when you talk about these situations that you're able to do that, I'm assuming you're able to actually like move forward, or our team is progressing. We're not just sitting back and being like heavy on fire and we can't roll forward. I'm assuming we're able to move forward and cover ground.
Well, yeah, it's just applying that pressure.
Because there's sometimes where our team is doing really good, but for some reason we just can't push forward. We just can't do it.
Yeah. Oh, it's our. We were just talking about, heavies camping in spawn. I was comparing it to a tank destroyer like the Stritzbomb 103B. Like, you could set up and camp and spawn in a bush and not move. That is just base camping. And the heavies that do that suck. But even if you're playing a tank like the Stritzbomb 103B, where the armor isn't necessarily the best, but you could still play aggressive and leverage your HP, put yourself in like second or third line to where you can set yourself up to deal damage and apply pressure to an enemy flank on like the medium flank, not necessarily the heavy tank flank. You don't have to be at the heavy tank flank, even if you're in a heavy. If you're in like a tier 8 versus 10 matchup, but putting yourself where you're going to be proactively useful. And I know that takes a lot of game knowledge and experience to try and figure that out, or at least have the incentive of trying to be a better player. So, so heavy campers, I hate them. I hate them so much.
I don't like them either. I'll be honest with you. And Cold War was that game mode where it's normal for heavy tanks to actually sit back and just snipe. Do I like it? No. But you don't really have a choice.
Yeah, that's part of why I hate True Vision in Cold War. It's cool that it's, in quotes, realistic. But then it incentivizes camping, because then you can just snipe no matter what tank you're in and just not play the game. It gives you no reason to be aggressive if you don't have to worry about spotting mechanics. You love the 103B. It's really fast and has the auto. Yeah, 103B it's a great tank. It's a really, really good tank. It's the first nation that I got a tier 10 of, that I ground from tier 1 to tier 10. But yeah, so heavy tank campers, I hate them. That will just sit in base. Like, for example, the other night I was playing World of Tanks PC, and it was a tier 5 versus tier 7s, and I was playing a tank destroyer, specifically the French tier 5 tank destroyer. I forget what it's called, but it's like a single shot gun. When it has not great armor, it's not good. But I decided, it's a bad map to camp on, especially for like a TD. I could go sit in some hills, but I would be fighting like maybe 2 TDs at most, maybe a light tank. And even then, I probably won't pen if I fight higher tier tanks. So I figured I would just go heavy flank and just try and do what I can there. We had an Excelsior, the tier 5 heavy tank, who was like, oh, I'm bottom tier, I'm useless. And so he went where I would have been camping and just sat behind a bush. And I messaged him like, bro, what are you doing? And it's just like, bro, he's like, oh, I have no armor and I'm bottom tier. Wah. And it's like, bro, just because Yeah, like you don't even need to be like a heavy tank that has armor. You just need to put yourself into a position where you're actively helping the team. You don't have to be carrying, but just set yourself up to help the team, man.
That's something no one else really think about, apparently.
Yeah, that's just the one thing that kills me, man. I'm just like, bro, what is wrong with you people? True Vision
time to get out
forces
of it.
two playstyles, camping or rushing, and there's no real brawl or strats in Cold War. Yeah, there isn't.
I mean, depending what player you get, some players do actually fucking roll forward. Like the whole take army, they just like, hey, you know, I'm gonna go give people the business, and we're gonna roll up on them and ram them and shit like that. That's kind of fun to do.
I don't know how the hell that missed.
That's my favorite thing when I'm in the area and we have like tanks that are able to just like, hey, I actually want to actually roll forward, and you see these group of tanks right here camping, these heavy tanks, we're gonna go roll forward and give them the business. I love doing that.
Well, that's
fun.
typically when you have a bunch of good players all together that know the assignment. And
That's
to be
really
fair,
fun.
Era 3 is where a lot of good players go to farm credits because highest damage potential, highest credit earning potential. Makes sense. You hope in the new update they finally give map preferences. Yeah, they didn't mention it, so probably not. At least on the update page when I read it earlier. You don't want to play city maps in your 103B or in a plane map. You don't want to play your AMX. Yeah. It didn't seem like they're giving console map preferences yet.
I wish you're able to switch tanks if you could not. If they're playing on a city map with artillery, I wish you could change out the artillery to like like the same nation that artillery's in, so you could play like a heavy tank or something. That'd be cool. That'd be
Yeah.
a cool thing, but no, that won't be a thing.
Yeah, they should just do map preferences, but they won't do it because a lot of the maps just won't get played. Because people will ban them.
All well.
People who brag about Cold War stats are the same as SEAL clubbers. They're either Preem or Platoon bullies or both. Well, yeah. I mean, Arrow 1, I think is... I hate that Arrow 1 is... It has, like, the only heavy tanks that are, like, actually heavy until you get to Era 3. Because in Era 3, all your traditional knowledge just goes out the window. Because learning how to pen tanks in Era 3 is just such a headache, man. Because it's like, oh yeah, it has multi-layer composite armor. So it's red, but you can't pen it.
So long to get through her fucking ice barrier. Where the fuck did y'all go? What?
And you bet they're using rocket tanks? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, rocket tanks have just been the most broken tanks to play, so why not? Why wouldn't you if you're a good player? Take every advantage you can get. Makes sense.
I like my Weasel Toad.
Yeah, I just hate that, like, the actual, like, any tanks that are actually heavy are Arrow 1 and 3. And in Arrow 3, it just doesn't make sense. And then at Arrow 1, they're just super, super strong. For no reason. Compared to every other tank that would have, like, true weakness. Outside of the M103A1, I guess. But then, in exchange, like, you also have the FV405, which punishes players that are new getting into Cold War. And they get blasted for 1,000+ damage, and they're like, "Oh, that wasn't fun. There goes half my HP immediately." I think that did not deserve to be an Arrow 1, but what do I know, right?
I can't play Arrow 2. I cannot play Arrow 2 for the life of it.
Well, that's a rocket tank problem.
Can't put the refrigerator in Arrow 2.
I think you could. I think it would be fair.
I don't think you could. I don't think it would work as like good.
Yeah, you just give it a huge HP pool. I think it would be fine. You didn't care until they added rockets to World War II. Era 1 is just buff, but also weaker tier 10s. Yeah. Yeah.
I like when they added rockets to like tier 6 and down. I thought that was really like different. And I like that.
Yeah,
When
I'm
they
not a
started-
fan.
When they started going tier 6 up, I was like, this seems a little bit too extra. There's already tanks that would like the equivalent to a rocket tank hitting you, and you're like, damn, I wish I never saw you in a game.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of rockets in World War II at all, even if they may have historical precedent. It's so gimmicky, and a lot of the times it's super strong, which is why they're trying to adjust them now, thankfully. So hopefully when they balance it, it'll be much more balanced, because all of the rocket tanks are just stupid, as is, and especially in World War II.
I feel like rockets should do. Say your tank does 300 damage. Each rocket doesn't do 300 damage. They should like lead up to 300 damage with a burst fire. That'd be cool.
You wish they went the PC way with tier 11? Yep, I'm right there with you. For example, the Chakal from the Battle Pass for this season, that's a tier 11 on PC. It's a free-to-play earn tank that you can just earn. On here, you have to pay for it. And there's no tier 11. It would have given natural progression for World War II for tier 10 tanks. It would give people new content to grind in World War II, which a lot of people have been asking for but aren't getting.
I think they did have tier 11 at one point. I remember talking to myself about it.
No. They're doing that on PC, and then I think they're talking about it on Blitz too.
I remember. I just saw console had the tier 11. Sorry.
No, I don't think it ever did. At least rockets would cease to exist by design. They should be limited like RD. Agreed. I agree 100%, because I think I would rather face artillery than rockets. Because rockets just aren't fun in the current state.
I think that would honestly have more cues you could put in. I think that could work, honestly. So you just put all the rocket tanks in one big queue. And now if you space that out, that actually would probably work. Honestly, I thought that tank was about to kill himself. Do it again and feel it.
Also, tier 11 would directly lock new players from infesting lobbies. It would promote grinding and skill because of how much experience would be needed. Oh, that poor soul. That poor guy. I almost feel bad for him. Wow. Yeah, no, I think tier 11 would be a much better way to go than Cold War. Because then you wouldn't be getting all these new players that have no clue what they're doing and playing at a tier that's very much so not balanced very well. Oh, I have no team here. Excellent.
Goodbye.
Wow, I bounced that, huh?
Why are you falling back?
Ah, nice try. Wow, that bounced, huh?
Chicago.
You Dennis believe tier 10 games are 100% dictated by the amount of new premium tank players that are put on your team? I mean, yeah. But that's kind of how it was on PC too, especially now that they've given out the free tech tree lines from tier 6 to 10, is you have a lot of new players who just do not know what they're doing. And again, I think that's more of like a wargaming problem where they just need to add a better system to learn how to play the game, rather than it just being, oh, here you go, have this tank, enjoy.
Has been struck against the faithless.
Oof.
Dude, get out of the way.
Period cramps need to hurt way more. Y'all are mean as fuck.
What the fuck?
Dude, this fucking guy blocked me. Are you kidding me? He... Oh. This guy right here.
I always hate the T14. Not because the players, but because just the tank. I hate that tank.
That's not even that
Shit.
great of a tank. It's alright.
Was never good.
They should cap the entry to certain lobbies. Like, if you have less than 1,000, you should be fighting 25,000. Yeah, that would be skill-based matchmaking. The only problem at that point, if they did that, was that it might take longer to find matches, which I honestly wouldn't find a problem in my opinion. I'd rather wait longer for a much more balanced match than to get instant queues, but then it's super unbalanced. And I'm fighting a platoon of 3 people who are super unicums, and then I'm sitting here with no platoon, and my teammates all are base camping on a map like Malinovka or whatever, where vision really matters. Based off battles rather than win it. I don't know if I'd do it that way, because I would base it off of win rate rather than win rate. But 2 people can both have 10k battles but play very different. That's the problem, is if you get into matches where everybody has a 50% win rate, right? Then the higher skill players are going to do better than the lower skill players in those kinds of lobbies and affect a match more, increasing their odds of winning that game. But now that brings it to 49% versus 51% win rate. Then you get players that will not play against these people because they're not as good. So they'll be playing 2 49%ers against each other. And then it just keeps balancing itself out. And sure, you can get those games where you get carried, but I think it's a much more consistent indicator of skill. Because really bad players are like 40%ers. Those are super bad. And you just in matches have a lot of bad players fighting bad players at 40%. Which I think would be the way to go, in my opinion. Because then you have 60%ers fighting 60%ers. You're more of a fan of the random queue versus a ranked queue? If it were a game where your input doesn't matter nearly as much, like one person could carry the team, I'd be fine with that. For example, like Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, one person can go Insano style and carry a team on their back. Versus a game like Battlefield, per se, where one player cannot carry the team no matter how good they are. If one player is good, the rest of the team sucks, they will lose. Right? I think random lobbies are good in the case of both. I really do. Yeah, no, we're having a great discussion. Because I think, like, with the Call of Duty one example, is, yeah, sure, you could get the one person who will and be able to carry the team, and then everybody else sucks. But like, you could still win. So your win percent in matches don't count as much there, because it doesn't matter how much you input in that match, right? So with the Call of Duty example, I think random is better because you could have more fun, because people aren't playing it to win, right? Like, people don't... Sure, there are people, but they have a ranked queue for that. They already have the separate queue built in. So if people are trying to be sweaty and it's Call of Duty, I think that's fair for that queue. Now, for the Battlefield part of my example, I think the most important part should be connection-based, because you're playing Battlefield for fun. There's no ranked queue. Nobody plays Battlefield to go super sweaty. And even if you do, you can, but nobody's trying to compare their win rate for a game like Battlefield. It's one of those things where it just really doesn't matter. Whereas then you get a game like this, where, I mean, in Battlefield, like, because there's so many people in the match, you have less and less of effect on the game. So your team can win, but you can do absolutely horrendous, right? Now, in a game like this, your input on the game matters a lot. However, it's also a game where one person cannot carry the teams on their backs. And that's just kind of the way it's designed. Especially because, like, even if you get a bunch of bad players on one team versus one good player, say you have 5 bad players versus one really good player, even though the bad players are absolutely horrendous, if the good player has 1,000 HP left and they each shoot and do 200 damage, which isn't too hard to do even with like an auto aim feature. 3, 2, 1. I didn't mean to shoot that low, that's my fault. Then the good player will lose, just from a simple DPM perspective. But that's just how the game's designed. You don't want it random enough to where all the bad players are one side. Instead of Katie, we have DR. You'd valor DR over Katie in this game? Oh, 100%. Stealing kills is pretty easy. Yeah, it's not hard to steal kills from people. Bro, what has happened to my team? Are you guys kidding me? Oh, there you are. This game is a peak example of too many noobs on one side, literally and figuratively. Yeah, because of the way the matchmaker works, because of the different, like, roles you have to fill. So they're trying to meet, like, same tanks, so it's fair from that perspective. But in this game, you could get teams of everybody could be a 60% win rater on one team, then the other team could be all 40%ers, because there's no skill balancing. Darn, that was a good shot. But I 100% agree, there should be some measure of skilled matchmaking in this game. Just to prevent those blowouts. Dang, I was hoping to pen the last shot, but I bounced. Oh well. Yeah, like a blowout like this, like, was absurd. My team died so quick. Like, not new class entirely, but give some tanks extra heavy / medium logos. I mean, it literally would just come down to having to wait longer and be like give or take 3% win rate or whatever. And that would be perfect. Because if you're doing like extra skills and roles, you're going to get some unbalanced teams. And people will not like it where teams have like 3 extra heavies or 3 extra mediums compared to another. Which isn't necessarily fair, especially if like the armor and HP isn't comparable. Even if players are better or worse, you know? A hybrid logo. PC has that. They have like they have subclasses for tanks. Where like breakthrough tanks can only meet breakthrough tanks, or assault tanks can only meet assault tanks. They don't have to be heavy v heavy. They changed it so that it's much more comparable. So that's exactly what we're talking about here. Because for example, sniper tanks or support tanks can only meet each other. So they do already have the blueprints for it, so they could do it. Just a matter of getting them to do it.
Fucking kidding me, you fucking stupid bitch.
Damn, bro. You good?
Wastes her ult just to kill me.
Was it a good move?
No. I mean, in retrospect, yeah, she killed me. But at the same time, really?
I mean, it sucks, but if it's the smart thing to do. The classes on console are one-dimensional. Yeah. But they should just do what PC did. For example, they give them a sub-role of assault or breakthrough or sniper or support.
Let us cleanse this battlefield with righteous fury!
Fuck.
Make transitions class logos? What is that?
Oh my god.
What are transitions class logos? Come on, back up, T-34. Oh, really? Okay.
Duty prevails. A magnificent strike.
Bruh. Fucking hate this game.
Then why are you playing it?
You think the ranking system in World of Tanks is bad? And the pairing system is bad? Yeah, no.
He says nah.
Nah. It doesn't matter how good you are.
Allied vehicle destroyed.
If you don't win games, you don't move up. You could be an absolute god at this game, but if you have 4 shit teammates, no, it doesn't matter. You didn't win the match. You don't get to move up.
Well, that's just a ranked skill issue. You should have carried.
I know you're saying that just to rage bait me,
No, I would never do that, man. I'm serious.
but yeah.
An ally has fallen. Death serves the Emperor.
Okay, I'm gonna hop down there and hopefully help the team.
This will be my last game on Overwatch.
Understandable. I don't know how that missed. That only hit a track, okay.
Is blessed by the Emperor. The heretics have destroyed one of your vehicles.
My ammo rack again, man? Okay, well... Three, two, come on.
Heretics are trying to
There we go.
destroy them.
Bounce. That did not bounce.
A damaged
Ow.
track.
Yep, okay. You're an ad hell. Wow, that bounced. Huh. Okay. Alright. I got him killed, though. Let's go. You're back. Please share your thoughts and opinions on your last chat. So the transitions class logos. Tanks going from medium to light. The tank in the middle would bear the medium logo with an arrow pointing to the new class it's transitioning into to indicate what playstyle you should adjust or adapt to, like Tiger P. It'll be a medium with a little arrow pointing to the heavy. I think that when applied correctly, it's not a bad thing. However, the problem with that requires players to have the knowledge of what a heavy should be doing, or what a medium should be doing, or what a light should be doing, a class they may never ever play. And it's just not their playstyle. Because that is a problem, is players playing tanks the wrong way. And again, that's just a player skill issue. But having them have to know 2 different ways to play the game will make it for a lot of players to just completely disregard that. There are people who will be like, oh, I don't know why my medium logo looks funny now. It had 1 line and now it has 2. And then they'll go do whatever they normally do in a match. Push, die, and on the medium flank. And then their heavy flank is down a tank. And then that helps snowball the game into a loss. So, it's not that it's a bad idea. I just don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, you forgot people don't know basic game knowledge. Yep. Nope, that's part of the problem of this game. Is they don't enforce you to learn the game, to play the game. Like, the tutorial is super brief. It's basically point and shoot at tank. We're suffering from idiocracy. Yeah. Yep, we are. Because a lot of the tutorial of this game is just point and shoot at tank. If yellow, no pen. If red, pen. And they don't indicate, like, oh, for heavy tanks, you should typically aim at these parts. Or, the more angled a tank is, and they, like, give you a live example of, like, 3 tanks next to each other with different angles, showing you different degrees on the aiming indicator. But no, that would be too much work, and they'd have to spend money to integrate those things. The logo would remain the same in game. It will only show in the info equipment tab. Yeah. No, that's why I think that the PC one is the way to go. Because they are still whatever class that tank is. But like breakthrough, assault, versatile, that's the part that indicates your like speciality in that role. And they typically only meet the same kind of vehicles that do that. They don't have to be like, it doesn't have to be Leopard 1 versus Leopard 1. It could be Leopard 1 versus The American, no. What's another sniper medium? FV4202 is like a sniper medium, I'd say, probably. Or Centurion, sniper medium, yeah. Stuff like that. So I think that's a better way to do it, but I think the best thing would just force players to learn the game is really the best way to answer a lot of these problems. Is just force players to learn. I know they don't want to, but they will thank you for it later. You love when a new heavy player pulls out all the way to with a sided 90. Yeah, dude. This is how... You want to see how I side scrape? I side scrape at this angle. And then they'll go, man, it's my armor isn't working. Why isn't my armor working? And it's like... Even like a medium or a light tank can side scrape, man. Whenever you play a new tank class or you... Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, though. Is that they should have a small tutorial that forces you to play to learn, like, what your tank should typically do and where it should typically go. Like, for example, if a tank has 6 degrees of gun depression, you make a point to say your tank isn't very good on ridgelines, so don't go towards the tops of hills. What your tank would like to do is to do this. Or if your tank has 8+ degrees of gun depression, or... I mean, you could get away with 7. You say, like, oh, your tank has a moderate gun depression. Like, but they should do that. I agree. Like, a video or a tutorial to explain the game to you like you're a toddler so that you learn and understand what you're doing. And whenever you research a tank that's similar to one you've already researched, you just have a little blurb saying, this tank will play like another tank you already own, and then list the tanks you already own that it's similar to. And then people would be like, oh, okay, so it plays like that. And then they would already have a good idea, and then they don't have to keep replaying through these tutorials too. Edumacation in the game? No. Yep, exactly. You know when noobs try to angle but don't know which way to angle because they think all tanks angle the same? Yeah. I mean...
Okay, what the fuck? How?
Did you just experience some grade A bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, to be fair, a lot of tanks do angle the same. They just have different weak points. But those weak points should be explained in a tutorial when you get the tank. Especially like when you buy a new turret as well. Like, for example, they should explain when a tank can over-angle. A good example of that would be the KV-5, right? Let's see, where is it? There it is. For example, the KV-5,
Oh
right?
my fucking god. How? When? Brother.
The KV-5 can over-angle a lot like this to hide those little things up front. Another way to angle with the KV-5 very well is to angle like this and turn your turret all the way around. Then you have no weak spot to shoot at. They could just overmatch your turret ring. But that will be hard to do because they would have to shoot down on it. Then you only have to worry about the cupolas on top. And they could do a little tutorial for all tanks like that. And then explain how people need to learn to play the game. It wouldn't be that hard. But we're asking them to do too much, I fear. If anything, at least a 20-second video pointing to ideal spots on maps. Yeah, that would be really nice. Tanks angle differently because of the weak spots, not the other way around, if that makes sense. Well, yeah. It's so there are... Okay, for example, another tank that you could angle weirdly, or well, is a tank like... Type 5 Heavy, right? Type 5 heavy, you don't want to over angle because these little cheeks can get weak. You also have these slats in the middle where if you're not angling, they'll be weak. So you can over angle and put your... You don't even want to hide your front. You just want to hide your sides. An angle like this, then you could hide your cupola on a corner. And if you had a wall down the middle of my screen, you can't see the cupola. Nobody's going to be able to pen your hole. They might be able to get that small left window. They might be able to see a glimpse of that little right gun window. And you'd be able to angle it that way. But it's not that. They don't teach you that. And it's something people need to learn. And people don't want to learn. If weak spots didn't exist, we'd all just hold down. Exactly. That's the exact, for example. Like, there would be a good thing to teach about the IS-7, right? They could explain that with the IS-7, it has a very, very strong turret and upper armor. The only weak spot is the lower plate, and you don't have a lot of gun depression. So you should find a rock to hide behind that hides your lower front plate, and you're good. As long as they don't angle. Because people won't play the pike nose right. And people don't understand the pike nose thing for tanks. Whenever they get in, they're like, oh, this tank bad. It's like, it's not the tank that's bad. You just don't know how to use a pike nose, bro. It's different than your normal tank. But that's a weak spot that you could go hold down, but you need to learn how to do it. Side armor and front weak spots dictate how you angle. Exactly.
Hell yeah. Holy shit.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Congrats.
That was grade A bullshit. That whole match.
Yeah, what can you do? You did your best. You won. That's the important parts. $44,000 to do all the modules. Yes, please and thank you. Well, congrats on your win. It was hard earned.
I dealt the most amount of damage in the entire lobby.
Hell yeah.
Other than the tanks, because I'm on the DPS side. One guy dealt 6,000 damage, one guy dealt 9,000 damage, the other guy dealt 8,000, I dealt 10,000.
Hell yeah, bro.
Alrighty, buddy. I'm gonna go chill out with them in the other chat. You'll be getting off here in about, what, 30 minutes?
Something like that. I didn't even know they went to another chat.
Yeah.
Weirdos.
I don't know. Alrighty, bro.
All right, bro. Always a
Good
pleasure
night.
talking. You have a good night. We'll
You
catch
too.
you later.
Mwah.
Mwah. But yeah, it's frustrating because they just don't explain any of that and expect you to just learn it. All right, are we ready to do some math? This is a tier 7. Does it have the same gun? It does. It's the same derp gun. Does it at least have better pen? With the premium rounds? I'll at least check. I don't mind spending the silver there. Let's see, 110 millimeters of pen. 110. Okay, yeah, I'm not using that gun. Not at tier 7 when I'm going to see a lot of tier 8s. We're going to use this gun. It's probably the best gun on here. Yeah, it is. The only thing you'll agree with is with tanks doing 1,000 plus damage per shot, not ammo rack and flame included. Because at tier 8, you're basically one shot. Unless you're a heavy, you're dead. Yeah. only problem with that is that that is the whole point of this tank. And it makes sense because when they had designed the game initially, they had designed damage based off of caliber size. And this is a 183 millimeter gun. So that's why it does such absurd numbers. Does this thing get upgrades? I don't remember. No, it doesn't. So on PC, this thing actually does higher damage. Or is it this tank? Okay, yeah, on PC, these just do higher damage. I think. Oh, no, it's the same. It's the same. I was thinking 1700, and that's the HE rounds. Almost. Also because most tier 10s don't have 3k health, so usually 3 shots and you're out. Yeah. But that's why they reworked like HE mechanics, at least on PC. I don't know. The thing is, for them to get a full pen on you, at least with the Hesh rounds, that's a hard shot because only 240 millimeters a pen. They have to hit a weak spot, so they can't even just bludgeon their way through your armor. Yeah, no armor and slow makes sense. Yeah, that's these two tanks. The only problem with not doing 1,000 per a shot is like autoloaders. Because on PC, instead of the Foch 155, where is it? We have, instead of this, it's the same tank, but instead of having 770 alpha, it has like 400 alpha. But instead of having 3 rounds, it's got like 8 or 6. So it has a 2,000 damage mag plus, or something like that. And so you can clip out basically anything that's already been hit by one tank. The British tanks. Let's see. So FV405 is the one that has no armor. And I mean, it's not fast, but 40 kilometers isn't slow. I mean, it's slow, but it's not sluggish. The Death Star, they have the exact same gun. Premium tier 8 plus. Well, there are very few tanks that do 1,000 damage a shot. What else? I think the next highest to these would be like... I think the Bazig does 800. But that's not 1,000. And I mean, that's on a heavy. It has ridiculous DPM. Let's see. Tier 10 TDs, this is 750. Oh, the Terran, I guess? Nope, 850. Nope, 500, 630. I mean, okay, I guess on the Ruthless, you have 1,150. But the Ruthless is a mercenary contract tank. None of these, outside of the Ruthless, I think, do 1,000 plus damage. And the only comparable to that specific alpha would be the Jagdpanzer E100. Which is 1,050, but it has much, much better armor. I think the most common ones are the British Tier 10 tank destroyers, the FVs. But I feel like even then, I worry about them a lot less, simply because as long as you play smart, it is hard for them to kill you and smack you for 1,000. So, I don't know. I think because, again, it's like their whole gimmick, and it's hard to land that shot, that I think it's fine. And I mean, the whole point is that tier 10 is supposed to be the highest level of play anyway. And I know that's contradictory to, we still get idiots at tier 10. But I don't know, man. I think the 1,000's fine, because to get to tier 10, you really have to work. So it's your fault for getting derped at that point. Like, you should know better. The Evi's power crept? How? These things still have the highest possible alpha damage out of any tier 10 tank. The British tree? I mean, I guess the waffle. I guess the waffle and the Foch have a higher clip potential. Or the house, I guess you would call it. But, like, we looked at the premium tanks, and there's only 2 with over 1,000 alpha. And even those, there's one with 1,000 alpha, and it's 1,150. It's not 1,400. What other tanks could I be missing? Nope, this is 850. 700. There's no check TDs, are there? Yeah, there's not. I mean, the DBV, but that's 850. This thing is just fire rate. What's the Buiskavitz's? 800. That one's an autoloader. Yeah, that's it. Just outclassed. Oh, okay, yeah, because I thought we were talking about the alpha, the 1,000 damage. I don't know. I feel like I see a lot of different tier 10 heavies outside of the Rogel Dorn every game. I'll find a mix. And then, like, I mean, yeah, sure, the premium tier 10s, but I feel like, again, the premium tier 10s are fine because it's your fault for buying it at that point, and if you don't know what you're doing and you get derped, that's your fault. Even if you're playing an overpowered tank, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to perform bad. Like, you could give a bad player the Rogel Dorn, and sure, they'll be hard to kill, but they won't play super effectively. They'll still be a hindrance, just less of a hindrance. The only problem is when you give good players and sell them the tier 10s, which, I mean, they'll probably buy. Specifically, let's see, what are the busted tier 10s? MBTB is insane. The T58 heavy is literally just the tech tree heavy. How many Kronvans? I feel like I see a Kronvan every few games or so. Not every other game or every game, but every few games. 270-90 is a super toxic tank. Very hard to deal with. The K-Panzer 7 PE is a really powerful one. Same for the VKK. 268. I never see people play it, but I feel like it's pretty good in the right hands. Thunder Chief I never see. Terran, I mean, is a good one, but it's paper-ish. So I don't think it's a power creep problem. Kanonen Jagdpanzer's mid. Valor's the tech tree tank. The T95 FV Chieftain is pretty overpowered. Top 5 tech tree tier 10 tanks videos? Well, yeah. Because once you kind of get into the game and you're like, oh, okay, I want to get a tier 10, then they look up what tech trees to play. But at that point, those people are already looking up videos to try and get and be and perform better, so at least they're not a hindrance to the game. But at that point, it's just a balancing issue on wargaming. Which what are you gonna do? Centurion AVRE is busted in the right hands. I hate this thing. You're talking about people that don't bother to learn or look elsewhere for trying to grow. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you're looking up videos of the top tech tree tanks, you're very likely to look up how to be better. Terran's better than the 4K by almost... Bro, what? Almost 0.37 accuracy, 17-second fire rate, 850 alpha. I mean, pen's good. I feel like it's just a Russian grill. That's... I feel like if the Russians had like an actual grill like tier 10, that this would be it. Because it has trade-offs. Like, it's not as accurate as the grill. Doesn't have as much gun depression as the grill. I think the pen is slightly better than the grill. The DPM, I think, is worse than the grill, if I remember correctly. The alpha damage is better than the grill. Camo value is better than the grill. Terran puts belt on the ass of the 4K. I mean, well, let's peek its armor model. Sir, I would like to say that if you were in it, why is that log 230 plus effective? That's crazy. I gotta say, if you're playing against an FV, if you have to outplay them. Because if you trade shot for shot, you're dead in 2, they're dead in 3. Unless you're firing HE, of course. Then you're both dead in 2. It is considerably faster and with a better camo value, sir. There is that. But it just doesn't have the alpha. But it does have the DPM. I mean, I guess that's one of the things, though. Like, honestly, the FV405, if you're trying to go for the best tank destroyer, I don't think the best tier 10 tank destroyer is either the FV215B or the FV405. I think if you're going for best tier 10 tank destroyers, we could look up the win rates, but I think it's going to come down to probably one of the T110E4, the Badger, maybe the Jagdpanzer or Foch. And then, like, 5th place would go to either the Swedish or Polish tank destroyers, maybe the Minotauro. But at that point, you're getting to tanks that don't play, like, you know, sniper tank destroyers. Or, like, your typical tank destroyers. So I wouldn't even put the FV405 or the FV215B 183 in, like, the top 5 TDs of the tech trees. It has more versatile usability, the Terran. Oh, 100%. 100%. More versatile. And yeah, I think it is overall better. I agree. But I don't know if I'd say it's power crept. Because, I mean, the FV tanks, they're just gimmicky because they have the high alpha. That's their whole gimmick. They're gimmick tanks. They're not, you know, meta tanks. They're just gimmicks. I didn't know about the log. Yeah, I did not know about the log. That's a strat. If you're going to camp one spot on the map, 4K wins, but overall general map usage of Terran wins. Yeah, 100% for sure. Although, I mean, it depends, because, like, really good players will go crazy style with the FVs. But they'll also go crazy style with the Terran. In the hands of a player, I think I agree, a Terran is better than the FV in the hands of a good player. But that's because the FV is a gimmick tank. It's not like a meta top tier tank. Like, if we're going to compare the Terran to tech tree tanks, it's much more comparable to the Grill. I think the House is just better than the Terran. Like, there's more fun high alpha tanks to play even if it's not at the 1,000 mark. Well, yeah, but I mean at tier 10, if you're playing TDs, typically all of them have 750 alpha. Except for a handful. Like maybe 4. Maybe 3. Anyway, I love the discussion we're having. But I do want to kit up this comet. Let's see. Does this thing have any armor? Add. RIP. RIP. Let's see. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that, sure. It's an accurate gun, high fire rate, low damage. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll stuff those in there. Oh, I gotta steal the commander from the Cromwell. I'll just put these throwaway camos on here. Are you back from Ed's? I know you were in Ad Hell. Have you returned? I'm not going to waste anything on that because I don't know if I'm going to keep it yet. That's fine. Okay, so you're back from ads because you can see what I'm looking at. This is your favorite British medium. All right, I'm excited to enjoy this with you. Yeah, it is a low alpha, low or high rate of fire gun, for sure. But in terms of your last comment, I think we're kind of, to some degree, saying the same thing. In the terms of a purely competitive sense, the Terran, yes, is better than the FV4005. No question. Only reason being is both the FV4005 and the FV215B 183 are both gimmick tanks because they have the very high damage gun. That's it. And so I think because of that, they trade way too much off to be competitive. And so I think we agree that yes, in any form of the competitive sense, the Terran is a better tank. But yeah, so on this thing, I'm just trying to figure out what I should be running here on the Comet. I'm going to run Rammer for the damage. What's its speed? It's pretty quick. It's a medium. Oh, you said you like this tank. How does its turret armor hold up? Is that decent turret armor for tier 7? I don't know. I know that the front's not going to be good, and it's not going to really side scrape. It's too thin. I mean, you can kind of side scrape, but not well. It's still pretty thin. I just have to be careful. But primarily I know I want to go hold down and just use the turret. What other tier 7 tanks can I compare this to that I know are playable? Tiger 1's turret is playable. I think the Tiger 1's turret is stronger. Yeah, it's definitely stronger. So I can't rely on the Comet's turret armor is what I'm hearing. Or what I'm looking at too. Okay, so can't rely on it. It works, it gets a few bounces. Yeah, that's what I figured. So we're not going to be planning on doing too much farming. So we'll still want to run what's my view range? Yeah, we'll still want to run optics. For the view range, do I go vents? Let's see, we 0.33 accuracy as is to the Leo, but with higher reload. I don't have the Leo, so I wouldn't know. 12 degrees of gun depression is huge, though. Accuracy during movement, not so hot. I mean, a decent aim time. Accuracy during turret rotation is fine. Angle, luck, and poke, yeah. So I think I'll probably want the gun stabilizer then to try and tame all that. Because it is also a high fire rate gun, because the reload is what? 3.4? So yeah. Normally I'd grab vents, but I think this is going to need the gun stabilizer. Then, yeah, that's a huge improvement for the accuracy. Let's see. I mean, it's fast enough. I don't think I need to put a turbo on there. The camo's pretty good. I think we're going to run... I think I'm going to run low noise exhaust so that I can sneak around. So we'll try it. We'll try it. Check the track upgrade. Yeah, it's a huge improvement to the resistances. May need whole rotation speed. I mean... see, 38 on this. What is it on the Cromwell? 30. It turns fast in the Cromwell. We'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I think that's the build. I think we go rammer, optics, the gun stabilizer, and then low noise exhaust to sneak around because we do have a decent camo value. You try to go for 40 degrees, say 50 degrees on the turret. What's the turret? Yeah, the turret rotation's at 47.9. It's almost 50. So that's not bad at all. It's very usable. Okay, well, regardless, let's not overthink it. I think I'm ready to just run a game in it. So yeah, let's just run a game in this bad boy. Let's just do it. Let's not overthink it. We can tell based on how it plays, how it feels. Is the best way that I like to try and equip tanks, how it feels. Typically, I only put 2, maybe 3 pieces on, and then play a game to figure out the last piece. But I think this build is what's going to work for this thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No reason to overthink it. Let's just play it, see how it plays. How am I in the angry wife doing today? Angry wife? What? Are you talking about my boy Debman Riles? Oh, my commander? Oh, yeah, she still beats me. She gets pretty mad over the small stuff, like, you know, leaving out, you know, like sports center magazines. She says it's a sin and heresy and I should burn it all. But, you know, we work through it together. Who washes the dishes? Yeah, it's me. She's out there burning heresy. I'm making sure the house is clean when she gets home to have a beer. Primarily a sin-free beer, so no alcohol. There you go. She wants to embody the Emperor's wrath today. Yeah, the gun handling looks not terrible, but that's with the stabilizer on there. Normally I like to run Vents Rammer, try and maximize the DPM and improve accuracy, but I already have it down to 0.33, so I think it's worth it. Oh, yep, okay. I'm just going to back up. I don't want to get shot at. You try not to aim because it can derp in the aim mode. That's hilarious. I don't know. I have it down to 0.33 accuracy. That's pretty darn good. Especially for like a tier 7 tank. So this is more like a sneaky sniper mode. This does not see, and it seems like it has high ammo velocity. So it definitely seems like it fits a sneaky sniper playstyle and not a... Oh yeah, gun stabilizers was the way to go on this thing, for sure. That was the right choice, 100%. Oh wow, that light tank's so lucky I bounced off his turret. In practice, it could be derpy. Yeah, I think that's because of the aim speed combined with the bloom, because it does not have good solid bloom. It's kind of bad. Oh, I saw you. I saw that. That was what, from like here? Oh, well, it arcs a little bit. Maybe it does not have very good, Maybe it does not have good ammo velocity. That's why it has that arc, that curve. Plays better as a heavy support, but it does great on sniper naps because of the gun. Yep. I could see that. Like, for commander upgrades, this 100% is getting snapshot and smooth ride. Ooh, an Astron Rex is what's shooting at me, and he was right there-ish. With low skill and no equipment, don't bother sniping. Yeah, no aiming skills. Yeah, that's what I figured you were saying. Because, like I said, I can definitely see it, especially because it does move fast, so it has that high gun bloom. But getting it, I have it down to 0.33 accuracy, so I think it's very usable. Even sniping. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to have to feel her out. This is first game. Normally it takes like 50 games to really get to know a tank. So we'll see. I think it's funny that Astron Rex is sniping because it's not a super accurate gun. Okay, that T-28 Proto just slapped the shit out of me. Oh, come on. I didn't get any assistance for that. Man. Oh, there's an SFAC. Yeah. 50. She said it only takes 2. Yeah, that's a marked SFAC. That guy SFACs. That guy right there, he SFACs. Oh, that's funny. She said it only takes 2. Crazy. Yeah, so starting tomorrow, I might respec my skills to get the snapshot and the smooth ride. Because you can definitely feel the gun handling suffer, even with a vertical stabilizer on there. Something about the stars aligning, yeah. Yeah, this T28 Proto, he knows what he's doing too. 0.29. Yeah, but I think at that point you're getting it to overkill territory. I don't think the gun needs to be that accurate for tier 7. I mean, it's handy in like a tier 8 matchup like this where I just sit way back and just snipe. But against tier 7s, I think you could work a ridge top and just peek, pop, and back off. I don't think you have to have a 0.29 gun. Because that's one thing. The more you increase the accuracy without reducing the dispersion while moving and stuff, then the more your aim time, because it takes longer to go from max dispersion to your actual accuracy. Fun fact. I learned that a while ago when I was looking up the difference between, for PC, the improved accuracy unit and the running gun stabilizer, why everything just runs stabilizer instead of the accuracy unit. Typically. You disagree because you do fight tier 9s. You agree for the tier 6s, though? We'll see. It could be gameplay preference. Maybe it is better. Who knows? Maybe I take off the low noise exhaust and run vents. And maybe that helps. We'll see. That game, to be fair, I should not have moved that far forward. I did not realize it was a T28 Proto. And that they could slap the shit out of me. Nope, back up. Give me that XP booster. Give me that. Let's see, we have the gun down to, 0.33 with 2.4k DPM. I think that's okay. I think we'll be fine. When relying on hitting weak spots, accuracy matters more. That's true. That is true. But to hit weak spots and utilize accuracy, you have to be fully aimed. And I don't know. We'll see. Because I've had to debate this with one of my clanmates on PC. Because how can you hit weak spots if you're not fully aimed? Because it ruins your dispersion values, where the shot's probably going to go in your reticle, as well as exponentially increasing where it could go in your reticle if you're not fully aimed. When you're fully aimed, it's much more reliable on hitting weak points. So it's a bop of the Luigi. Because I feel like 0.33 is still very accurate. Even compared to some tier 10 TDs. Or, I mean, not TDs, tier 10 heavies. I think I got the tier 10 Pergetto line, the Rhinoceronte. On PC, I think I've been down to 0.36. And this already has better accuracy than that. I am just going to rush hill, honestly. Is that a charioteer? It is. Another tier 8 matchup, man. Let me go all the way around over here. Here we go. Alright, time to farm fest. That was a badly aimed shot. That was also a badly aimed shot.
Allied vehicle destroyed.
I should just have gold loaded.
Death is our
That just missed.
offering to the Emperor.
There we go.
Heretic armor has been hit.
Okay, yeah, this thing does not have decent ammo velocity. Even in these close range fights, I'm feeling it. Bro. He broke my gun instantly. Awesome.
A magnificent strike. The heretics have destroyed one of your vehicles.
That's a bad trade. I can't believe it bounced off that. Okay, I need to stop trading.
Grand blow has been struck against the faithless. An ally has fallen. Death and duty are all we must give.
Bro, what? Are you kidding me? Oh, I saw the very tippy top of my tank. That side. Right there on the melee, you could see it. He went right through up there. Man, we were farming too. Well, 1,300, 236 assisted. And the rest of our team got blasted. Great. Okay, well, that's a loss. Homie. Oh, lovely. This guy has binoculars and camo net on his KV3. What is wrong with you? Why? Why do you have camo net and binoculars on your KV3, my guy? Yeah, British have the highest average dispersion per tank at 0.428. Wow. Really? That's surprising because the Badger has an accurate gun. The FV4202 has an accurate gun. The can opener has a decent gun. Huh. I would have never guessed that. How many credits did I spend? 10k? Yikes. Top 3 on the team. Bro, how? Okay. How do I get teammates like this? How? How? Swedish #1, no surprise, yeah. Although that's kind of an unfair sample size because British have so many more tanks in their tree. But, like, why do I get teams like this and then they get a team where, like, everybody's doing something, bro? They get decent teammates, and then we get these fucking schmucks. So painful. So very painful. I don't know if I like this tank. I mean, granted, I've only really fought tier 8s in it, but I don't know if I'm a fan. America's 0.42. Wow, that's a pretty big margin for average accuracy. Wow, the Germans one is surprising. Normally those tanks have pretty good guns. Oh look, more tier 8s. Yippee. Russian has 0.411. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. That's odd, because Germans have pretty decent guns normally. That's one thing they got right. 0.385 on average. I'm not that surprised. Russian guns are pretty good. Most of the tech tree tanks have good guns. Except for like the Sturm Tigers, I guess. Man. This tank is going to be miserable if we're going to be fighting a lot of tier 8s. You expected 0.37, a little bias. I mean, again, considering like that they normally have pretty good guns, that's not too surprising. Yeah, but comparing this tank to the Cromwell already, I like the Cromwell infinitely more. Because I would use the derp gun, but the derp gun won't do anything because I'm going to have to fight a bunch of tier 8s and stuff. It's like, I'm not even going to pen them. Wow, they're already... Oh, I don't have the gun depression for that. Please don't spot me. Oh, he's down there. He can't spot me from there. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to get that shot, and I should have just backed up. Please miss. Please miss. Oh, that was a lucky shot. That poor guy got farmed. Do we heal that crew member? I'm thinking no. Oh, Dragon, really? Okay, dude. Yep. That's what I get for sitting there like an idiot. Checker tied for number 2 at 0.359. Italians number 3 at 0.36. That's surprising that the Italians are that low. Because I remember the tank destroyer tree and the heavy tank tree did not feel that great, at least on PC. Huh? Maybe on console they're like buffed or not nerfed. I don't know. Oh, we're losing that other flank. That's my spotter too. I need my spotter. So I guess I gotta use that. This is gonna be another loss, man. I don't know what I do against this. Even if I shoot premium against the BZ-58 turret, I'm not going to pen it. It's too thick. This thing does not have outstanding gold pen. If it was outstanding, I might be able to do it, but it seems pretty mid. Really? Bias 2? That thing sucks. Oh, they're not stupid. They're smart. They're blind firing this spot. Of course they are. A BZ? Never mind. Couldn't see. Yep. Yeah, it was a BZ turret. Not penning that. Ad mode? Woof. Seriously? Okay, well, we just gotta back up, I guess. We're in the defense game. I know when to run. I know when to run. I'm gonna run right now. I'm out. Peace. Forget this. This sucks. Are you kidding me? I'm spotted, but they're not shooting at him. Is this guy seriously not spotted? Dude, they have so many more tanks than us. Just push. Please, please try to end this game. This is pain and suffering, man. Just get it over with. Kill us already. I wonder if I could spot that without getting spotted. Probably not, right? Oh, oh. Heavy tank for me to farm. Here we go. I gotta look like I did more than I did. Oh, now I'm spotted. And that's it. Oh no, this doesn't look good. Yeah, my team sucked again. Yeah, we were playing against tier 8s again. Go figure. I think this guy just doubled and only penned 1 against a tier 7. As a tier 8, that's sad. That's so sad as a tier 8. The rear front is never worth fighting for. I mean, if I'm in a heavy, depending on the heavy, I'll go over there. But with the flag in the position it's at, it's definitely not worth going that side. Like, if the flag was further south, it could be worth it. But with it going from high elevation to low elevation, the river being low elevation, not worth it, you're right. Please just die, dude. Get ammo racked. Thank you. That guy did good. You only go there with no arty or limited lights? I mean, yeah. Alright, I can see that. Alright, let's see how many goobers on our team did 0 damage. You ready? Oh, look at that. Only 2. Cromwell did 33. Achilles did 1 shot of damage. AMBT did, what, 1 shot of damage. T31 did an HE shot of damage? Maybe? T29, 1 shot of damage, 1 shot. 2 from the 45 TP. Let's see. The Conceiver did, what, 3 doubles? No, 2 doubles. Yeah, 2 doubles worth of damage. He did 4. 3 enemies damaged, 1,000 each. Only blocked 600. Let's see. This guy did damage to 2 enemies. He fired 17 shots, got 1 pen and 1 crit. 33 damage to a pen. Very nice. Achilles, 2 enemies damaged, 5 shots fired, 1 pen, 3 crits. Somehow damaged 2 enemies, so he's firing HE. So these guys were spamming HE. This guy fired 3 shots, no pens, 1 crit. 0 damage. And he's in a clan. This guy, only 1 shot fired. He fired 1 shot, did 0 damage, 0 pens. Got hit 6 times and died. And he's in a clan. AMBT fired 3 shots, only got 1 pen. Spotted 336. His only pen did 380, yep. He fired 5 shots, he only got 1 pen. He did 1,000 spotting, but only did 82 damage. So he's firing HE. Also in a clan. T29 fired 5 shots, 1 pen. 351 damage from 1 enemy damaged. So he did 1 shot of damage. These are the Watt veterans Wargaming is helping. Bro, these guys just 5 shots, only 2 pens, 1 crit. I mean, at least he fired 5 times. You know, accuracy by volume if you're not very accurate, right? He only got a crit and 2 damaging pens, so he did 209 damage. Excellent. 45 TP, fired 5 times, 3 pens. See, we're getting better. This is number 7 on our team, and he fired 5 times. And did 491 damage. And stole 2 kills. Out of 3 pens. Excellent, excellent. This guy fired 14 times. And he only penned 4 shots. He fired 14 times and penned 4 shots. In an M5, 5 shots is only 600-ish. It's no good. Them should be spamming shots. Yeah, but that I just want to say, that's number 8 on our team. He's an 8th on our team. He did better than half our team by firing 5 shots. And the Conceiver, he only penned 4 rounds. And he fired 14 shots. This guy simply does not know how to play the game. Just like pretty much the rest of the fools on my team. VK168P. He fired 4 shots. He fired 4 shots, penned every single one. He fired 4 shots, penned every single one, and did 1,800 damage. And got hit 26 times. So he just stood in the open and got farmed, is what happened to him. He did almost block 4K, but that's because he stood in the open and got farmed. And got hit 26 times. Us, we fired 15 shots and penned 8. So, much better ratio. Blocked 0 damage. We did a little bit of assist. We damaged 6 different enemies. Yeah, I'm familiar. At least this guy, you know, he did 1,800 damage. That's better than, well, 2/3 of our team. 2/3. Not in a clan. His gamer tag's Rice Eater. 69. Nice. Nice. This is the team we're playing with. Bat Chat Light Tank fired 17 rounds, only penned 6. So, I mean, honestly, he at least tried. This guy tried to play the game. That's why he's 3rd on the team. VZ44 fired 14 shots. He also knows how to play the game. This guy basically carried. He fired 29 rounds, penned 14. I mean, this is a joke. Every teammate from number 15 to 5 is a joke on our team. Let's go down to this guy in the Panther. On their team. He's 8th on their team. 15 rounds fired, 8 pens. So he knows what he's doing. That BZ I was firing at, he fired 14 times, only got 3 pens. Not very good. Their Sturm Tiger fired 3 times, penned 2 rounds. He knows what he's doing. Their IS-22 fired 8 shots, only 4 pens. He's mid. So on average, their team was just better than ours. Even this M4A38, who's in a platoon, he fired 15 times and got 4 pens. So he at least understood the assignment. Their Hellcat fired once, penned once. The Squall only fired 38 rounds. AT-8 fired only 9 rounds and penned 1. Yeah. Your platoons. I'm down to platoon sometime. If you're grinding a tier 7 light tank, that'd be awesome. You spot, I steal, sure. I'd be happy to do that. All right. So after playing a few games of this tank, here's my review. This thing sucks. I hate it. I do not like this tank. If it had some turret armor, it would be a much, much, much better tank. But it doesn't. I am not going to try to go for like a sneaky deaky playstyle. This thing 100% is a sniper tank. Yes, I'm ending stream. I am. That was last game. So yeah, this thing 100% sniper tank. You cannot play it like a Cromwell. Cannot do it. Does not have the speed and stealth for it, as well as the gun. Defa support. Yep. Yeah, this is a support sniper tank. This thing sucks. I'm not a fan. I'm glad somebody likes it, because I don't feel like very many people will like this thing. So I'm glad there's somebody out there who gives it a little love. But yeah, so I'm going to end stream there, unfortunately, on a bad game. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I do like to share the love and raid. She's very beautiful to me. Gorgeous to me, yeah. So we're going to raid somebody. So if you'll just stick with me for a moment, we're going to go ahead and do that. While I do, if you're watching and have not followed and you enjoyed the content and would like to watch more, please do follow. It helps me out, helps the channel out. We're happy to have you. When you do, in my profile, you'll be able to see my stream schedule. I stream every Monday through Wednesday from about 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to about 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, in my profile is a link to my Discord. I'm in there. My friends are in there. Other community members and viewers are in there. So we would be happy to have you come hang out, chill, share photos of your pets, your food, just talk about video games, share videos, whatever. Just come hang out, have a chill time, meet new people, you know? In addition to that, there is a link to my Bitly. There's notifications in the Discord as well. For whenever I cancel stream, change stream time, do any announcements or anything. That's all in there. Whenever I start streaming post video, those notifications are all in there. But past that, the Bitly I was talking about, it's got a link to my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTube. It's got all that in there. I do post all my VODs on my YouTube, so you can find those in the playlist there. I am trying to get clips there, which I have no ETA for yet, but I know I need to do it, and I just haven't done it yet. So how about that? Twitter, I use very similar to Discord. I'll tweet out whenever I'm live or whenever I cancel stream or change stream times or anything like that. That's all on there, or any announcements or anything. As well as a few other tweets. Instagram, don't really use it, but it's there if you want to follow. We'll use it for something at some point. But yeah, so I think that's just about everything. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you. And hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow on the next stream.